cooperation in this matter. And ladies and gentlemen, the world's most dangerous pup band, under the direction of Mr. Ron Sykes, will now perform America the Beautiful. And now, please rise if you are able, remove your hats, and direct your attention to the flag in the near west end zone as we honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem.
Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight, boys. That's what you've earned here tonight. One game. Tonight we stay with them and we shut them down because we can. Tonight we're the greatest football team in the state. You're born to be football players, every one of you. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. Now go out there and take it.
Here come your Blue Jays!
Well, hello and welcome into Jefferson High School. It's the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week to be played between the Jefferson Blue Jays and the Caruthersville Tigers. Jefferson enters 9-1, Caruthersville 8-2. It is the Class 2 District 1 semifinals, and both of these teams are fighting for a chance to move on to next week's finals against either Charleston or St. Pius. The road for both of these teams to get here: Jefferson was victorious last week over Malden right here at home, 43-8. Meanwhile, Caruthersville taking on Central New Madrid wins 58-20. So that's how both of these two teams got here. And you can hear in the background right now the Central contingent getting very hyped up as they ready to cheer on their team. Jefferson, I should say, with only one loss on the season to Valley Catholic. It was right here at home. 20-0 was the score, but so much has changed since then. They've gotten the quarterback situation kind of figured out. Tommy Moon will be the man, as he was making his first start against Valley Catholic earlier in the year when Brandon Perry went down with an injury. He's out for the season, so it will be Tommy Moon. And of course, as you very well might know, Jefferson will be led by one of the greatest players in program history at running back, Andrew Graves, averaging over 11 yards per carry on the season and seeing an increased workload more and more as the season has progressed. As you know, he ended the year last season with an injury, so he was kind of eased back into things this season, but now you can expect 25 to 30 carries against Caruthersville. That's the situation for Jefferson. For the Tigers of Caruthersville, led by head coach Jimmy Jackson, just a couple losses on the season, both to really good teams. You see Kennett and Hayti 9-1, 10-0 respectively as their two losses. So it's not been a tough season at all for Caruthersville. It's been a very good one. We know how consistent of a power they are, and this will not be easy for Jefferson as they look to avoid their second loss of the season and in turn look to avoid as well going home for 2018. We'll be right back with more, an interview from head coach of the Jefferson Blue Jays, Alex Rugley, on the other side, right here on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week.
Make it a great family night at Applebee's Bar and Grill in Farmington. Hi, my name is Amy Cousins, General Manager at your local store. Maybe start out with a couple of appetizers: boneless wings, onion rings, mozzarella sticks, spinach artichoke dip, chicken quesadilla. There's so much to choose from. Let the kids pick from the kids menu, then for yourself, choose one of our favorites. Steaks, ribs, seafood, pasta, we have it all. Go to Applebee's.com for the full menu and look for our happy hour prices. Doing good in the neighborhood, Applebee's Bar and Grill in Farmington.
Go see JR today at Midwest Sports Center. They're just off Highway 67 in Farmington. And JR, just because the weather's getting a little bit cooler doesn't mean the deals are cooling off at Midwest Sports Center.
No, we've got some hot sales going on right now on all of our ATVs and side-by-sides. I've still got some mowers available also. Come see me, JR, at Midwest Sports Center. The number here is 573-756-7975. Just ask for JR.
Go get dirty with Midwest Sports Center today. They're located just off Highway 67 on Walker Drive in Farmington.
Hi, I'm Reggie Abishan, owner of Bryant Restoration. We'd like to invite all St. Francis County first responders, including police, fire, and ambulance, to our first annual St. Francis County First Responders Luncheon on November 14th. The free lunch will be held from 11 to 1:30 at the Bridge Community Church in Leadington. To RSVP for this event, visit our Facebook page at Bryant Restoration Co. and register through the event link. Thanks again to all first responders from our team at Bryant Restoration, and we look forward to seeing you on November 14th.
Back in now on the Fleegs Equipment pregame show, now joined by Jefferson head coach Alex Rugley. And coach, you are facing a Caruthersville team, 8-2 on the season. Their only two losses have been to really tough teams. Where would you rank this on your biggest challenges of the year?
Yeah, this is one of our, and I'd say our Valley contests are our biggest two challenges of the year, no doubt about it. You see us behind them. They're behind us there. they've got a good-looking group of kids. But that being said, I got a good-looking group of kids right over here that have worked hard all week and believe. And if you can believe, you never know what will happen. So these guys believe, and we're excited to see what happens after 48 minutes of football.
You know, you guys started off the season, I think 4-0 or 5-0. You lose to Valley, and then ever since then, you've reeled off consecutive victory after consecutive victory. What's been the course of the season like? You know, you get those wins at the beginning, lose to Valley, and then maybe you have to reevaluate a little bit. What's that process been like?
Yeah, it was actually, you know, it's one of those things they say that you reevaluate a little bit more than whenever you lose than compared to winning. And as a staff, we reevaluated everything that we were doing. And then we reevaluated the kids, and it made us better. It made us better. And it's one of those things that we've kind of tried to fix some things offensively. We've been rolling with what we've been doing defensively and tweak a couple things special teams wise. I think we're a better football program from it.
Yeah, you know, you mentioned tweaking a few things. Obviously, your quarterback here, Tommy Moon, that Valley game was kind of his first after Perry went down with his injury. How has he adjusted, and what's he looking like here going into this Caruthersville contest?
Yeah, he's adjusted real well. He like we said earlier, he's a leader. He's a winner. The kids love him. He's a lead by example type kid, and they will follow him and follow his leadership.
No doubt about it, Coach. And, you know, this might be, I'm not 100% sure, I haven't done the math on it, but it might be our coldest game of the year. Yeah. Feels like playoff football. Does it feel that way to you, and what kind of atmosphere are you hoping for here tonight?
Yeah, it's awesome. Anytime you're playing high school football in November is a great thing. It means you're doing your jobs. And this is just great football weather. Mid to low 40s, overcast. I'm just expecting a good crowd, you know, and just a lot of energy tonight. So we're excited.
One more for you, Coach. What will a Jefferson victory look like tonight?
Well, we've got to run the football, and that's kind of been our thing, our motto since I've been here, and previous years before I was here. And we've got to make sure that we control the clock, take care of the football, cannot have any mistakes. This is a game where if we have mistakes, we're going to be in trouble. We can't have mistakes in a game like this. So we've got to have the foot on the gas all night.
All right, that was head coach Alex Rugley. Coach, thank you very much.
Hey, thank you so much for everything you guys do. You guys are awesome.
Back with more on the Fleegs Equipment pregame show in just a sec.
Holst Tractor and Equipment continues to be the leader of compact tractor sales for St. Francis and surrounding counties. How, you ask? It's simple. By selling the best quality for the best price with the proven best warranty on the market. Hi, it's Hannah with LS, the major brand maker of 2 other brands. Brands that you already know and love. At Holst Tractor and Equipment, you get that same franchise quality with the best 6-year parts and labor warranty and more standard features than I can name in this 60-second ad. This month, get the 35 horsepower 4-wheel drive diesel tractor with loader and skid steer front bucket for only $16,999. That's right, get the 35 horsepower compact diesel tractor with loader for only $16,999. Give us a call today, 573-756-4353, or stop by Coles Tractor and Equipment, 1 mile east of Farmington on Highway 32. Coles Tractor and Equipment. Don't just follow the herd, lead the herd.
And welcome back into the Coles Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week. It is kickoff time right here on Regional Radio. Caruthersville will do the opening honors. It will be Jefferson returning the opening kickoff in just a second here, as you can see if you're watching on YouTube. Jefferson wearing blue with white pants, and Caruthersville in white with white pants. Red trim for Caruthersville, as the Tigers set to kick off, led by head coach Jimmy Jackson. Only 2 losses on the year to very tough teams. 9-1 Kennett, 10-0 Haiti, and we're underway. A squib kick will be received by Jefferson. On the run this time is Andrew Graves. Graves spins out of a tackle, now is brought down at about the 16-yard line, and that's where Jefferson will get things started here tonight.
Andrew Graves.
So right away you see Andrew Graves. It'll be more of him on offense that you'll see, obviously, as certainly does play special teams, but Graves, one of the best running backs that you'll see in the listening area. And now, I will say, though, Caruthersville feels that they're ready to face a guy like Andrew Graves, as more on that in just a little bit. Jefferson now setting up at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10, here we go. Quarterback Tommy Moon, he's got 3 in the backfield with him. Moon under center, has Graves go in motion. It'll go to Graves. Graves rumbles forward, hit hard on the play that time by number 4, Kyle Brandon, and brought down for what looked to be either a short gang or no gang, and it looks like it'll be 2nd and 10.
Stacked up at the line of scrimmage by several Tigers. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So nothing on the play. Now the men in blue get started. But anyways, for Caruthersville, mentioned the fact that they lost to Hayti. Despite that loss, they faced a 3-star commit to Indiana in that game and held him to about 70 yards. That was Ivory Winters. Here's Moon. He's going to pitch it this time to his back, making some space and getting to about the 25 before being tackled. Is the man for Jefferson. That's going to be a big gain for them. It'll bring up 3rd.
Colby
and
Ott with
short.
the carry.
It's Colby Ott.
Brought down by several Tigers. That'll make it 3rd and short.
So Winters was held down by Caruthersville earlier in the season against Hayti. So because of that, they feel they're a little bit more prepared than other teams might be to face an Andrew Graves. It's a lot easier said than done, though. Here comes 3rd and 2. Moon behind center. Moon is going to hand it off. Now a double handoff. It's going to go to Graves. Up the middle he goes. And does he have enough for the 1st down? It looks like he does. They will move the chains.
Graves,
he needed 2. He got 3.
Tackled by number 55, DeAndre Davis, but that's enough for a Blue Jay.
DeAndre Davis on the tackle. Coming in now off the sideline for Jefferson is number 81, Jacob Melton, one of their wide receivers. Not technically listed as a starter on offense. Those are Hayden Wagner and Eric Eisenbeis. As you will not see a whole lot of throwing the football from Jefferson here today. It's 1st and 10, on the 27-yard line. Here's the handoff, Graves. Graves makes a few men miss. Graves rumbles forward to the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the carry, a 1st down. And Graves getting into the
Graves
action.
With the carry, tackled by number 9, Dundee Hamilton, but that's enough for a Blue Jay.
I see plenty of Graves. Like I said in the preview, he wasn't getting a ton of carries earlier in the season, at least compared to his usual workload as he was returning from that injury last year. But now Coach Rugley has really amped it up on his end, and Graves getting a lot more carries at this point. Moon behind center, Graves behind him. And the handoff this time looks like it's going to go to Colby Ott. And Ott moves forward about 4 yards to get to the 45-yard line.
Ben Breeze with the run up the middle,
Breeze.
tackled by 56, Jaquan Nichols. 2nd and 6.
So Ben Breeze actually on the carry. 2nd and 6 upcoming for Jefferson. You'll see a lot of this, the clock running, with Jefferson not really throwing the football a whole lot. That doesn't open up a lot of room for incompletions. So unless you get into a situation for the Blue Jays in which you have to make a comeback, there won't be a lot of passing. Here's the handoff this time to Breeze, but it's actually kept by Moon on this occasion. Read option. And Moon gets a couple yards to about the 48-yard line.
Tackled on the play by number 70, Jermaine Hollywood.
Jermaine Hollywood on the tackle for Caruthersville. And they're actually going to give him the 49.5 on the carry. So now, 3rd and 2, but it's really more like 3rd and 1.5. So let's see what Tommy Moon and company have in store. 3 in the backfield behind Moon, 1 receiver out to the left. Ball on the right hash. That receiver I mentioned is on the left hash. Moon fakes the handoff, now gives it to Graves. Graves is going to have to reverse field, and he does in the backfield, going all the way to the left side, 40, 45, 30, now all the way to the 20-yard line.
Andrew
and
Graves
tackled out of bounds at the 18.
Knocked out of bounds by number 2, Rakeem
Graves was
Maxwell.
stacked up in the backfield, ran backwards, then busted out to the left side, and a huge gain for Andrew Graves. Jefferson in business now, deep into Caruthersville territory. And can they punch it in here? You remember we had that Valley Catholic game on Web TV weeks back, their only loss of the season. Had a couple problems punching it into the end zone once they got into the red territory. Let's see what they do here. Ball just short of the 15-yard line of Caruthersville. It's 1st and 10, 8:20 on the clock. Moon is going to hand it off this time. And here goes Colbiot. Colbiot has a seam. Colbiot up the middle. And he is tackled just a little bit short of the goal line at the 2-yard line. A first down. It's 1st and goal for Jefferson. Colbiot that time.
Colbiot with the run up the middle. Brought down on the play by number 8, Jermaine Alexander. 1st and goal.
1st and goal it is. As the clock now shows 8 minutes exactly. What an opening drive it's been for Jefferson. Breeze behind Moon. Graves to the right. Ott to the left. Who will get the football this time? Moon hands off. Up the middle goes Ben Breeze. Breeze, did he get into the end zone? He's short.
Ben Breeze with the run up the middle.
So Breeze stacked up at the line. And it'll be 2nd and goal now.
It'll be 2nd and goal.
Ball looks to be placed at the 1-yard line. Just short of 6 points right now are the Blue Jays. Can they cash in? Still no passes on the day. Nothing unusual there. Moon back there with Breeze, Ott, and Graves. Who will get the football this time? 2nd and goal. Moon is going to hand off over right guard and into the end zone this time. It's Colbiot. A touchdown for the Blue Jays on 2nd and goal. And on the opening drive, Jefferson is in front 6-0 over Caruthersville. What a start. Jefferson, their run game was unstoppable on that drive. And they're out in front taking just about 5 minutes off the clock before Caruthersville has even been in possession. PATs to be handled by Will Breeze today. Holding duties will be Hayden Wagner. This one's a short one. Did it get through? It did. A squibber makes it through on the right side, and it's 7-0 Jefferson. We'll be back with more in just a moment on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week.
Are you tired of calling your mortgage lender and not being able to talk to anyone, or you're transferred over and over again? Skip the hassle and refinance with Bloomsdale Bank. Call today and speak with one of their expert loan officers. Have a personalized borrowing experience and rest easy knowing your loan will be serviced locally when you borrow with Bloomsdale Bank. Visit their website or visit any of their 5 locations in Herculaneum, Crystal City, Bloomsdale, or St. Genevieve. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When it's all said and done, what really matters? For Serenity Hospice Care patient Jack, hospice isn't about giving up. It's not about the end. It's about right now. It's about spending precious time with the people we love.
Come on, Grandpa.
And the little moments that create lasting memories. It's focusing on what's important to you and remembering life is beautiful in all stages.
Back in here, Jefferson kicking off now to Caruthersville on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week. Near fumble by Caruthersville. It's now out of bounds near the 20-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will start off
Number
this
9,
drive.
Dundee Hamilton with the return. Sucked out of bounds.
Hamilton on the return that time for the Tigers, and now under head coach Jimmy Jackson, they will start off their first possession here in the semifinals of Class 2 District 1. Coach Jackson explaining to me earlier in the week that this is a bit of a younger team. They've had some growing pains, but when you look at the record and the teams that they've lost to, it's really hard to tell, as certainly plenty of sophomores will be in action, and one of those, Devin Russell, the quarterback, who took over for a senior midway through this season. They go 5 wide this time. Here comes a handoff to the back, who rotated into the backfield and stopped for a loss that time by Jefferson on the
Number
carry.
27, Nicholas Moore
was
with
Moore.
the carry, brought down by 39, Dawson Jakovac.
Nicholas Moore on the
Second and
carry.
10.
Coach Jackson explaining to me that he actually likes to go by Nick Moore, so we'll call him that for the broadcast. That'll bring up 2nd and 11 off of the 1-yard loss for Moore. Joined in the backfield by his quarterback, Devin Russell. 3 receivers out left, 1 out right. Russell fakes the handoff, throws high to the sideline, and dropped on the play by number 8. Jermaine Alexander was that pass.
3rd and 11.
That'll bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 to be exact. As Jefferson, after a opening drive touchdown, how big would it be to continue this momentum here at home? Getting a stop, 3 and out style. Again, 3 receivers out left, 1 out to the right for Caruthersville. Ball around the right hash. Moore back there with Russell. It's a pretty interesting dynamic there. We weren't given exact heights for Caruthersville's players, but Russell significantly shorter than his back, and Moore. Another pass out to the left sideline and dropped. Again, this time 9, it's Dundee Hamilton. A little bit high and out of its reach.
4th down.
And it is indeed a 3 and out. Jefferson's defense stands strong. And now they'll get the football right back, and the defense of Caruthersville not getting a whole lot of rest. Back deep this time for Jefferson, Colby Ott, who just scored a touchdown from 1 yard out on the Blue Jays' opening drive. And here comes the punt. It's up a high spiral. Graves back as well. He's going to avoid touching it, let it dribble at about the 50. It takes a Jefferson bounce back to the 45 or so. And that's where the Blue Jays will start off their second drive.
Near the Tiger 45-yard line, and that's where the Blue Jays will take over 1st and 10.
Well, you should expect more of the same, certainly, now that they have a lead. If Jefferson can run the football, they are going to run the football. You look last week, they only aired it out 2 times, 0 completion, so a team that did not complete a pass all of last week. If they're going to have a lead, this is exactly how they're going to play. They're going to sit on it and run the football. Moon back there under center. 3 in the backfield with them. Ott, Breeze, Graves. Handoff this time is going to be kept by Moon on the option play. He goes over left guard and scoots forward for 2 or 3 yards.
Tommy Moon keeps it himself, brought down by several Tigers.
Now Tommy Moon's backup here today is a freshman in Colton Richardson. 6'1", 165, the same frame as Moon, but hardly the same experience as Moon's a senior. And if Richardson were to see action, that would not be ideal, obviously, for Coach Rugley. Nothing against Richardson, but probably not ready, a freshman, for this type of stage. So Moon, imperative for him to stay healthy. 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard gain. Moon behind center. Moon's going to hand off this time. It is Breeze. Breeze up the middle. And Breeze will not get much on that play. And the only reason I bring that up is, of course, their usual quarterback is out for the year, and that's why Tommy Moon has been brought into the action. Brandon Carey, a junior who started off the season as the starter, no longer available to them, and that actually started in that Valley Catholic game we were talking about, in which Jefferson suffered their only defeat of the season. 3rd and 5 now for the Blue Jays. Well, they have to give the football away for the first time. Moon behind center. Moon is going to pitch it this time. Colby Ott around the right corner. Can he get there to the 40-yard line? And no, he cannot.
Colby Ott with the carry around the end, brought down on the play by number 8, Jermaine Alexander.
It's kind of close right now based on where the official is standing. Looked like maybe he had a chance to get all the way around and bust that out for an even bigger gain. Right now it looks like they're a little bit short, and they are.
That'll bring up 4th and 1.
Based on where the football is right now, you got to think Jefferson's going to go for it. Currently at the 37-yard line of Caruthersville. It's 4th and 1, and indeed the offense stays out there. This might be one of those situations where you just hand it off to Graves and let him work, but as I say that, Graves is out in motion. He's split out wide on the left side. Moon joined by Ott. He's going to pitch it to Ott. Ott trying to get around the corner on the left. Can he get there? He reaches out. He's short. He's short. As he went to the sideline, he tried to reach out with the football. Could not get there. An interesting decision there by Coach Rugley. Going east and west instead of north. And on the stretch play, Jefferson gives the ball back to Caruthersville and won a break for the Tigers.
this coming Monday at the high school. The blood drive will be from 7 to 2.
Well, we mentioned a very young team in the Tigers, and now that they've maybe gotten their nerves out, some of these sophomores especially, in their first road playoff game. Maybe now after that break they got from Jefferson, it's time to go to work. We'll see. Russell with Moore back there in the backfield. 4 receivers out wide. Handoff's going to go to Moore. Moore busts a move out to the right sideline, and he's tackled after about 6 or 7 yards past the 40-yard line.
Number 27, Nicholas Moore with the carry. Knocked out of bounds by 24,
a senior, so not one of those sophomores that you mentioned. Moore's got experience. And quite honestly, a lot of the sophomores that will play come on the defensive side of the ball or the offensive line. A couple of offensive lineman starters for Caruthersville are sophomores, along with their quarterback and Russell. Russell's going to hand it off. Moore over left guard. Moore breaks a move. Moore breaks another tackle to the 50, to the 45-40, 35-30, goes back towards the middle of the field. He's still on his feet to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Nick Moore gets all the way in. There is a flag on the play, but for now, Caruthersville has come within 1. It's 7-6. Let's check on that flag, though. Nick Moore. And
the call is an illegal block against the Tigers.
Are yet to get a call, and it looks like it will be against Caruthersville. So you can erase that touchdown. The spot foul, so it still will be a decent game for the Tigers, as it happened way down the field after the run had already materialized. But it will not be a touchdown for the Tigers. So the ball is placed at the 30-yard line of Jefferson. So they get 20 yards or so, but no touchdown. Here we go for Caruthersville. 3 receivers out left, 1 out to the right. Handoff goes to Moore. Moore slips, gets back on his feet, and is chased down in between the 30 and the 25-yard line. Looked like it was going to be a loss, but somehow Moore able to get back on his feet without his knee
brought down by
touching the turf.
Steve Stevens.
Steve Stevens on the tackle for Jefferson. And now we're looking at second and 7. And a man down for Caruthersville. It's Moore, the running back. He's been very active early on. We'll take a break with him as Moore is helped to his feet. Right here on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week.
When life changes, where can you get the health care that you or your loved one needs? Try Presbyterian Manor, where we consider you family. Being a member of our family means having a skilled, compassionate team, making sure you live your best life. Call 573-756-6768 today and schedule a visit to see why the community voted us the best independent living, best assisted living, and best skilled nursing community in the Parkland area.
Welcome back into the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week, and a sad sight here for a senior in Nick Moore. Obviously a single elimination from here on out, and if that was the last time Moore steps on the football field as a high school student, it would be a sad way to go out, as he almost had a touchdown. It was negated by a penalty on the next play. Of course, he slips and falls and hurts what looks to be his leg area as he limps off. Caruthersville now in possession. They'll have to go with a new running back. And with Robinson in the backfield, a sophomore, they're waning on experience. Handoff will go to that new running back who stopped just short of the 25-yard line. That is number 11.
Jamarian Rogers,
who takes over now,
by
a
number
junior.
63, Brock Hill and company.
So not one of those sophomores, but
Third and
certainly not of the skill level of Nick Moore. Is Rogers. It's now 3rd and 5. What a turnaround. Nearly a touchdown, and then your starting running back goes out with an injury. Tough pill to swallow for the Tigers. They'll look to convert here, though, on 3rd and 5. Russell's going to run it himself here. It's a QB draw. Russell over to the left side. And does he have
Quarterback
enough? I don't think he
Russell
does.
keeps it himself. Brought down on
He
the
needed
play by
5.
39,
Looked like he got
Dawson
3
Jacobak.
or 4.
They'll bring up 4th and 2.
The 20-yard line is what the goal was. And instead, they're on the 22. And this is usually the part of the game where you figure out how much does a coach, this time it's Jimmy Jackson for Caruthersville, how much does the coach trust his field goal kicker? Well, the offense stays out here on 4th and 2. A minute 22 left in quarter number 1. It is 7-0 Jefferson, and a whistle blows, a timeout called by Coach Jackson of the Tigers. We'll take one with him and return in just a moment on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week.
Make your backyard a paradise for your whole family. You can do it with a swimming pool. Hi, I'm Angie DeClue with Home Pools and Spas. We can make your vacation destination right outside your back door. Above ground or in ground, you have a choice of selections. Install now for years of great times.
Everybody's going Home Pool and Spa.
To see pools and pricing, go to our website, homepoolsandspas.net. Again, I'm Angie DeClue, owner of Home Pools and Spas, inviting you to stop by. We're located just south of the Leadington exit.
Hot and ready pizza is here at your Little Caesars in Herculaneum. They have their famous Little Caesars combo for just $5, and for dinner, pick up a hot and ready cheese, pepperoni, or a sausage pizza for just $5.55, or a 5-meat feast, and I mean feast, for just $9. That's Little Caesars off I-55 at the Herculaneum exit behind Cracker Barrel. Open at 10:30, 7 days a week, and be sure to use the Little Caesars app when ordering.
Back in now on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week. 4th and 2 for Caruthersville. What a huge play this is with a minute 18 left in quarter number 1. And here comes the handoff, this time on an end around. Can he get the corner? Yes, he can. It's a first down this time for Jermaine Alexander, one of their main wide receivers.
Alexander with the carry.
He gets the
brought down by
carry.
Daniel McWhorter. That is
And
a
now moving the
Caruthersville first
chains
down.
are Caruthersville. Didn't want to say anything during the play, but as the timeout was called there from Caruthersville, there was actually a shooting star in the end zone on the right side. And I guess that was a good omen for the Tigers as they end up getting the first down. 3 receivers out left, 1 out right. Here comes the handoff this time. It will be number 11, Rogers, and Rogers is stacked up short. Not much going there.
Number 11, Jamarian Rogers.
Rogers,
with the
of
carry up
course,
the middle. Wrapped up by several
taking
Blue
over
Jays.
for Nick
bring up
Moore, who
2nd
went out
and
with an
8.
injury just a little while ago. And Moore, not a guy you want to be without if you're Caruthersville, but they'll fight on for now. And now checking in at the running back position is Micah Rogers. Rogers, another junior. He's back there with Russell. 2 receivers out left, 2 out wide to the right. Man goes in motion. The handoff is going to go to that man. It is Dundee Hamilton, and Hamilton is pushed out of the sideline. Clock stops now with 17 seconds. It's going to be 3rd down and long for Caruthersville upcoming, as the Tigers aiming here to knot this game up. But for now, trailing 7-0 to the Blue Jays. Here we go. 3rd and 5. We'll call it 3rd and medium instead. 2 receivers out left, 2 out wide to the right. Russell will take the handoff himself. QB draw to the 10-yard line. Pushes forward to the 8 or 9. And did he have enough for a first down?
Quarterback keeper.
That's the question we await to find out. Looks like we're going to have to wait a little while longer, though, as that is the end of the first quarter.
Tigers 0.
Jefferson 7, Caruthersville nothing, but the Tigers threatening here. We'll be right back on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week.
Whatever your educational goals are, you can achieve them at Jefferson College. With caring faculty, convenient locations, and award-winning academic programs, your future is Jefferson College's focus. To learn more, call 636-797-3000 or visit jeffco.edu for a complete list of degrees and programs. Enroll now.
For higher education, for higher expectations, Jefferson College, Jefferson College, and you.
Back in on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week. I'd like to thank a few of our sponsors: Fleegs Equipment in St. John and Leadington, New Era Bank in Farmington, Fredericktown, Park Hills, Deloge, and Bonne Terre, Kohl's Tractor and Equipment, the Lucas Smith Chrysler Center, the UPS Store in Festus, Comtree, and Twin City
All right,
Toyota.
ladies and gentlemen, as we head to the second
All right, now
quarter,
back to the action.
It is 4th and
the second
1
quarter
for the
begins
Tigers.
with a 4th and 1.
On the Blue
Another
Jay,
4th
8-yard
down
line.
for Caruthersville. They're at the 8-yard line, so if they can get just a yard, they will be in 1st and goal territory. If they're stopped short here, Jefferson takes over with a lot of momentum. Here we go, the first play of quarter number 2. Russell will take the handoff himself. Russell breaks free. Russell is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Number 22,
8
Devin
yards
Russell
out.
with the
Devin
Tiger
Russell,
touchdown.
the quarterback, gets 6. He's in. And Caruthersville within 1. And this time there is no flag on the play. 7-6, the Tigers respond. And now we'll line up for a PAT. It was Jefferson scoring on their first possession. Caruthersville going 3 and out. Jefferson turning it over on downs, and now Caruthersville back on the scoreboard. And the Tigers contingent down here to our left, getting hyped up with their cheerleading section. Going for 2 this time will be Caruthersville. Russell again on the QB draw. Russell stopped short, but a burst forward. Did he get in?
The
No.
2-point conversion is no good.
So it will
With
be
11:56
Jefferson
left in
retaining
the
the
second
lead.
quarter. It's the Blue Jays
7-6.
The Tigers 6.
And we'll take a quick break on that note as there's an injured Blue Jay. More on that on the other side on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week.
From shredding to mailboxing, the UPS Store does everything for small business, even impressing your customers. When you have your packages professionally packed by our certified packing experts and backed with the pack and ship guarantee to make sure your business looks outstanding. The UPS Store, everything for small business. And of course, shipping. The UPS Store franchise locations are independently owned and operated. Services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details.
Hi, this is Jim, owner of the UPS Store in Festus in the Gannon Plaza. Come see us for all your printing, shipping, and packaging needs.
Have you ever been to dinner with a friend and realized you don't have cash to split the check? Or do you need to pay the soccer coach for that new uniform? Hi, Paul Hale from New Era Bank, and our new app has just what you need. Our app features person-to-person payments. This allows you to pay from your cell phone directly to someone else's. They receive a text from you and get the money real time, even if you don't bank with us. Check out our website at www.newerabank.com for more information or call one of our locations. Member FDIC.
Are you ready for an exciting new career that offers job security, flexibility, and independence? Rankin Technical College in Perryville is now accepting student applications for a 10-week CDL training class. The Gilster Mary Lee Corporation will provide the necessary funding for program training if your application is approved. You'll receive a benefits package which includes miles paid by the hub, paid downtime, unloading allowances, vacation Christmas and holiday bonuses, plus insurance. Call Mike Welker today at 800-851-5371.
Back in on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week. The injured Blue Jay ended up being offensive lineman and also on defense a DL.
Number 14,
sophomore
Billy
Ethan
Cobb,
Deal.
set to
So
kick off for
Deal
the Tigers.
exits with an injury. And now Caruthersville to kick off to the Blue Jays. 7-6, a touchdown by the Tigers. This kickoff goes off a Blue Jay. Caruthersville quick to the football, but Jefferson is able to recover at the 40. That was dangerous. But Jefferson, despite having to tiptoe through that situation, will now get pretty good field position out of the deal. And the Blue Jays looking to respond to that last touchdown by Caruthersville. So a touchdown by Devin Russell, the quarterback, a sophomore, carrying it in. Obviously his first road playoff start, one of those sophomores that Coach Jackson was talking about. Jefferson, though, not led by a sophomore at QB. It's senior Tommy Moon, who sets up with 3 in the backfield, Ott, Breeze, and Graves. Here comes a pitch handoff past the 40-yard line to the 41 for about a yard on that one. is Jefferson.
Andrew Graves with the
Andrew
carry.
Graves.
Wrapped up by number 2, Rakeed Maxwell.
Maxwell on the tackle for Caruthersville. And again, feels like that quarter went by so fast, and it's what I mentioned, whenever Jefferson's in possession, clock's just going to keep running. Unless they run themselves out of bounds, of course. They're not really going to throw the ball, and they haven't attempted a pass yet. They'll actually give them 4 yards on the play, so it's 2nd and 6 this time for Jefferson. Moon is back to pass. He's rolling out. He's going to have to let it go. The lefty throws it short to the left sideline for Breeze.
Incomplete. 3rd down.
That'll set up now 3rd and 6. There's Tommy Moon's first pass, again last week, and a huge victory, 43-8 over Malden. Moon did not complete a pass. He was 0 for 2. Didn't really need to throw the football. But of course, against the better teams, you might have to. That did prove to be a bit of an issue in Jefferson's only loss this season to Valley Catholic. 3rd down and 6. This might be another situation in which you have to throw. Moon back there with his 3 guys, Ott, Breeze, and Graves. 1 receiver out left. Moon changing the play a little bit at the line. And a timeout is trying to be called by head coach Alex Rugley, and he'll get it from the sideline, frantically trying to get the referee's attention. He does just in time as the play clock was winding down. We'll take a quick break with them on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week.
Hi, this is Julie Berghaus with Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy, and I would love to invite you to stop in our store at 806 Valley Creek Drive, next door to Dollar General, and check out what sets us apart. Friendly and helpful staff, free delivery Monday through Friday to your work or home, convenient drive-through window, competitive prices, and top quality services make us the perfect choice for you and your family. Don't wait in line any longer. Let us welcome you as a member of our pharmacy family today. Give us a call at 747-1191 or check us out online at parklandrx.com.
Back in now on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week. It is Jefferson and Caruthersville. Big decision coming up now for head coach Alex Rugley of Jefferson to throw or to run here, I should say, as it's 3rd down and 6. A team that doesn't generally like to go through the air might have to here. Moon, behind center, 3 in the backfield with him. 1 receiver out left. Going in motion is Ott. Ott gets the handoff. Now he hands it off himself this time to Andrew Graves. Graves breaks 2 tackles at once. Stiff arm to the 50, and he's got the first down. What a play! Andrew Graves
20,
showing why he's one of the best players in program history. Finally brought down by Micah Rogers on the play, but he had just enough for a first down. And you got to love those plays that Jefferson runs, the double handoffs where Moon will give it to one of his 3 backs, and then the other back in waiting will receive another handoff. And it worked to perfection there. 1st and 10 now into Caruthersville territory is Jefferson at about the 49. Moon back there with his 3 backs. This one goes to Ott. Ott goes straight up the middle. Ott's got a lane. Ott to the 35 and to about the 33 before he's finally brought down. Another first down for the Blue Jays. Oh man, the middle opened up like the Red Sea, and
that's another
now Jefferson approaches the red zone here, as Caruthersville has had no answer in drives 1 and 3 for the run game. A couple receivers out wide this time, 1 to the right, 1 to the left, just 2 in the backfield now with Moon. Handoff will go to Breeze. Breeze goes to about the 30-yard line. He picks up 4 or so.
Breeze, the ball carrier brought down by
and Jefferson keeps it moving.
Again,
it's Blue Jays 7, Tigers 6, with now 10 minutes left in quarter number 2. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 2nd and 7. Both of these teams hoping to reach the finals next week in Class 2 District 1 against Charleston or St. Pius. Charleston currently up 14-0 over the Lancers of St. Pius, so they're looking good right now. 3 in the backfield with Moon. Moon fumbles the snap, and who recovered it? Is it Caruthersville ball? They think it is. The Tigers think they have it, and they do.
Caruthersville
a turnover for Jefferson as they were marching down the field. A backbreaker, and that one could come back to hurt. The Tigers will take over now at about the 30-yard line as Jefferson was making their move. Blue Jays still in the lead by 1, but now the Tigers with another chance. And of course, Caruthersville having their own issues with their starting running back, a senior Nick Moore, out now with an injury that he suffered in the first quarter. Hand off by Robinson this time is going to go to Dundee Hamilton, who is stopped well short of the line of scrimmage. Loss on the play for Caruthersville.
Number 9, Dundee Hamilton,
Jefferson,
the ball carrier, tackled on the play by number 24,
will rely on their defense to make up for the mistake the offense just made.
It'll be 2nd and 12.
Of course, Coach Rugley telling us before the game that it was so important to limit mistakes in a game where every possession is magnified. A mistake by the Blue Jays there. Robinson's going to hand off to his back this time. It's number 11, Jamarion Rogers, and Rogers is stacked up and he can't get anything. This is going to bring up 3rd and long.
Rogers
might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but got nothing more. Looks like indeed it will be no gain. But after they lost 3 yards on first down, it's now 3rd and 13 for Caruthersville. Russell's yet to really show the ability to throw the ball downfield to this point. The sophomore quarterback, he might need to here. 3 receivers out wide right, despite the fact that the ball is on the right hash. 1 receiver out left. Russell takes the snap in the shotgun, looks back to pass. He's going to uncork a deep one down the sideline, tipped down and incomplete. Double coverage that time for Dundee Hamilton.
Broken up on the
and in coverage that time was Colbiot, who swatted it down. So the Jefferson defense does indeed pick up the O. After that fumble, the Blue Jays force a 3 and out, and they'll get the football right back as Ott and Graves go back in their punt return formation. Tell you what, you kick it to either one of these guys, and you're going to have some issues. It's about 45 degrees right now here in Festus. Feels like 45, not a whole lot of wind. Here comes the punt. It's going to go Graves' direction. Graves got it. Now Graves is going to look to run at the 40-yard line. He's spun down, though, as he tried to go backwards just a tad at about the 38.
Brought down by number 3, Danny
That's where
Johnson.
Jefferson will start. Nice punt that time for the Tigers. 7:52 left on the clock in quarter number 2. Still 7-6 Blue Jays. Opening drive saw them score a touchdown, nothing since. For Caruthersville, it was drive number 2 in which Devin Russell, the quarterback, ran it in himself from 8 yards out. 2 receivers out wide. To the right, it's Wagner. And to the left this time for Jefferson, looks like Colbiot. As this ball, was it coughed up this time by Moon? No, it looks like he was just stopped well short.
Moon with the carry.
And Moon getting into a shouting match with some Caruthersville players. He's going to be held back by his man Ben Breeze, the fullback. As Tommy Moon is extremely fired up after that play. Loss of 2, it's 2nd and 12. Moon staying out there though. Wagner checks out. In comes Eisenbeis, the other wide receiver. And Eisenbeis immediately sent wide right, the only receiver out. As Moon sets up with Ott, Graves, and Breeze. 2nd and 12. Looks like the ball was initially bobbled and finally picked up. And now no! Jefferson wasn't able to get it. The second effort, though, they might have picked it up. And indeed, Ben Breeze jumped on it at the 20-yard line. Fumble that time again. Jefferson on a cold night here, having difficulties hanging on to the football. That one was close to, had Caruthersville been able to pick it up, they probably would have had a scoop and score. 3rd and very long now for Jefferson. And the Blue Jays, not known for their passing, are likely to just run the football here and try and get some of this back. They're at the 20-yard line, and they need near midfield to get a first down. Moon will indeed hand it off and stop short. Was it a fumble? It was! Caruthersville picks it up, and
Fumble
Jefferson
recovered
coughs
by
it
the
up
Tigers.
again. Another turnover
They'll take over
for the
first
Blue
and 10 near
Jays,
the Blue Jay
and now
20-yard
the
line.
Tigers in perfect position to take the lead here on the road in the semifinals of Class II District 1. Fumble after fumble on that drive by the Blue Jays, and it's only going to get colder. Now the Tigers take over. 6:06 left in quarter number 2. Blue Jays still up by 1. Caruthersville with a chance, but again, without their main man, their running back, Nick Moore. Have to rely more on their quarterback, Devin Russell, the sophomore. Russell takes the snap. He will run it himself. He'll go towards the left side, break a few tackles, get inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. Needs about the 10. Nice pickup there.
Devin Russell on the quarterback keeper, brought down on the play by Colby Ott.
Colby Ott on the tackle for Jefferson. It's a crucial moment here in this game. The Blue Jays have made some mistakes in this second quarter. Haven't had to pay for them just yet. And again, they rely on their defense to get them out of trouble as the offense makes another mistake. 7-yard gain that time for Russell. 2nd and 3 up and coming. Russell is going to take it himself over towards the left side, and Russell is stopped for a short gain.
Devin Russell once again with the carry. Brought down by Eric Eisenbeis.
That'll bring up 3rd down. Eisenbeis on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and very short, though.
3rd and 1.
As the Blue Jays in desperate need of a stop, though, they're probably going to need 2 straight consecutive plays of no gang for the Tigers, as they're no doubt in 4-down territory. 3rd and 1, Robinson in the shotgun, 4 receivers out wide. Here comes in motion Hamilton, and it'll go to the back behind Russell and towards the left sideline, stacked up near the sticks. Is that man?
27, Nicholas Moore with the carry.
It was Nick Moore who just checked back in. Did he have enough for the first down?
To the first down.
That's the question we wait for an answer to, and indeed he does have the first down.
And it will be 1st and goal.
So Nick Moore, the senior who nearly had a touchdown earlier that was negated because of a penalty. Next play he gets injured, and he checks back in for that play at least. 1st down and 10, 4:20 left. Here comes the handoff. This time it is number 22 on the play, Devin Russell, taking it, and into the end zone he goes. Ball was coughed up. Was it recovered by Caruthersville in time for a touchdown in the end zone? Big call coming up here. And it is a touchdown for the Tigers. Caruthersville recovers in the end zone, and they're on top now, 12-7 over Jefferson.
For a touchdown.
Fumble after fumble, and sometimes it's just about which way the ball bounces in these single game elimination type of situations. And for Caruthersville so far, it's mostly been in their favor. And now they'll line up to go for 2. As they did after their first touchdown, they were unsuccessful. And if they can get 2 here, it'll be 14-7. If not, it'll stay 12-7. The Tigers will still be in front. Russell joined in the backfield now by Jamarion Rogers. 4 receivers set. Coming in motion now is number 20 on the play, Micah Rogers. Up the middle they go. Stopped short initially, but the burst forward is enough. The 2-point conversion is good for Caruthersville. And the Tigers lead 14-7, 4:07 left in quarter number 2. We'll take a quick break. and come right back on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week.
Comtree Dental is leading in innovation to serve your family in Jefferson County. Find us serving students in more than 80 schools.
Visit our pediatric specialist, the only pediatric dentist accepting Medicaid in Jefferson County.
Receive care in our fully equipped mobile dental clinic.
Call 877-COMTREE or visit us online at comtree.org to schedule an appointment for your smile.
Welcome to our family tree.
Back in now on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week. Caruthersville with a touchdown off of the Jefferson fumble. It was funny, though. Caruthersville actually fumbled it before it got into the end zone and then recovered it for 6. So sometimes, like I mentioned on the other side, just depends on luck in certain situations, and luck has been in favor of the Tigers to this point as this kick goes into the end zone for a touchback.
The Blue Jays will take over 1st and 10 from their 20-yard line.
Blue Jays to take over now. And to re-emphasize what Coach Rugley told us before the game, it was about limiting mistakes, tracking down errors, and keeping them at bay. And so far, not every fumble has been recovered by the Tigers, but man, Jefferson's giving them a lot of chances to force turnovers. 4:07 left. Let's see if the Blue Jays can march down the field and tie this game up. Moon joined in the backfield by Graves, Ott, and Breeze. This time a handoff is going to go up the middle past the 20-yard line to maybe the 21. Either a 1-yard gain or no gain that time for the Blue Jays.
With the
it
carry.
was Andrew Graves.
Stacked up near the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And they will give him 1 yard. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. And for Jefferson needing to march down the field here and score, it's not really how their offense is built to score quickly. You remember they took up 5 minutes on their opening drive for a touchdown, and they had better starting field position than this. So it's going to be tough. They'll need a big run here. Moon's going to hand it off to his back and stood up near the line, but bursting forward that time is Breeze near the 25.
Breeze with the carry.
Good effort there as Breeze was hit pretty hard at the point of contact.
Brought down by number 70, Jermaine Hollywood.
The 24-yard line.
3rd and 6.
Jermaine Hollywood was in on that tackle. 3:05 left in quarter number 2, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and 6 for the Blue Jays, needing to convert here. You saw Andrew Graves convert on 3rd and 8 on a run earlier. Will it be more Graves magic here? Handoff goes to Colby Ott. Ott over to the right side. Ott needs a block. Ott won't get it. And Ott is tackled short of the first
Colby
down.
Ott with the carry, brought down by
he
number 8,
needed the
Jermaine
30.
Alexander.
He got to the 27 or the 28 and was stopped there. Jefferson will see 4th down, and Jefferson will likely have to punt this
4th
football
and 3 for
away.
the Blue Jays.
Handling the punting duties for this team is a guy that pretty much does everything in Ben Breeze. He returns kicks, of course he runs, he blocks as the fullback for this squad. And now he'll punt, but before all that, a flag is thrown.
Foul.
And who's it on? If it's on Caruthersville, it would give Jefferson a 1st down, and it will. Wow, what a play.
Against the Tigers.
Caruthersville, a crucial mistake on 4th and 3. That's going to bring the offense back onto the field for Jefferson. And Tommy Moon delighted to get another chance to lead his squad towards the end zone at the end of the half. Caruthersville makes a huge mistake. Head coach Jimmy Jackson on the far sideline, unhappy, as you might be able to imagine. 2 minutes exactly on the 2nd quarter clock. Moon is going to hand it off to Graves. Graves up the middle. Graves stumbles forward. Graves bringing the pile with him to the 40.
Graves with the run up the middle.
About 7 yards on that carry before he's finally brought down. Andrew Graves. Clock still running here, though. Jefferson really needs to put a move on. Not saying they have to necessarily throw the football, but they're going to need these plays to come down quickly. They enter the huddle. They're taking a lot of time. 1:30 left, and they're not even into Caruthersville territory yet. 2nd and 3 from the 41. Moon back there with Ott, Breeze, and Graves. Here comes the fake handoff to Breeze. Now it goes to Graves. Graves over to the right side. Graves hurdles a man past the 50 to about the 47. Andrew Graves keeps it moving for Jefferson, but now just 1:13 left. Here the cowbells ringing here, but they're going to need to move quickly as the clock resumes running after the first down. 1:10, and again they enter the huddle, and now Coach Rugley appears to be calling a timeout, and he is.
Blue Jays.
So Jefferson will talk it
Ladies and
over.
gentlemen, don't forget to
They
visit
know
our
they need to go
concession stand
quickly.
at halftime. We've got
With just 1:08 left in
cool
quarter
treats
number
for
2.
you.
We'll take a quick break
Including
on the
our
Coles Tractor and
world-famous
Equipment Web TV
Final
Game of the Week.
$2.50. Get yours now.
He dreams of playing in the big leagues, which is taking a toll on your dreams. Most people don't think about their home insurance until something happens, but talking to an American Family Insurance agent today can mean your dreams have better protection tomorrow. Visit amfam.com/home for a quote and see if your insurance measures up. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Call Bill Bess, agent 573-431-4893, or stop by 907 East Main Street in Park Hills today.
Crucial moment upcoming for the Jefferson Blue Jays as the second quarter nearing a close here. They've entered Caruthersville territory at about the 47-yard line. It's 1st and 10 Jefferson. They trail 14-7, 1:08 left. And this is an offense that really doesn't throw the football, so they need a big run or maybe a couple big runs here. 3 in the backfield with Moon. Out wide this time is Wagner to the left side. Handoff will go to Graves. Graves trying to reverse field, and Graves is brought down for a huge loss.
Andrew Graves brought down in the backfield.
He's sent down at the 45-yard line, their own 45 in Caruthersville. Man, what a play that was. It's now 2nd and long, and the clock keeps running.
2nd and 18.
One timeout left for Jefferson. And at this point, you may elect not to use it after that huge loss, and it looks like they won't. 35 seconds left. Ball near the left hash. A receiver is out wide left. 3 in the backfield with Moon. Fake to Ott. Moon's going to throw. Moon's going to go deep. Moon's got a man in Graves, but he underthrows him, and he's intercepted at the 25-yard line. Pick made that time by Jermaine Alexander.
The Tigers will take over 1st and 10
Alexander
on their
makes the
25-yard
huge
line.
play and gets the ball back for Caruthersville as Graves had his man beat, but Moon just couldn't quite step into it enough. And it looks like we will have a 14-7 score heading into halftime, barring Caruthersville trying to make an extremely quick trek down the field. Well, it looks like they will set up 4 wide. So that might be in the cards, at least an attempt. As the Tigers set up in their own territory at the 25-yard line. They've got to go 75 yards. They'll try it, though. Russell's back to pass. Russell's going to go deep. Russell has a man, and it is just dropped near the 40-yard line in Jefferson territory.
Pass intended for number 8, Jermaine Alexander.
Alexander had a man beat in the secondary, where the catch was unable to be made, and now it's 2nd and 10. Pretty bold by Coach Jackson. A lot of coaches in this situation would just take a knee and go into the locker rooms happy with a 14-7 lead here in Class 2 District 1 semis, but again they set up 4 wide. And again, back to pass is Russell. Russell looks deep. Russell uncorks another one. This time there's no one there, though, at about the same spot as the last one fell.
Pass intended for number 8, Jermaine Alexander. Incomplete. 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 with 10 seconds left. And at this point, you wonder if it's even worth trying to throw it down the field, because even if it's caught, it'll only set up a Hail Mary. And if Jefferson were to intercept the pass, it could be trouble for Caruthersville. Regardless, though, again, they set up 4 wide with Devin Russell, the quarterback. Russell will hand it off this time, though. Brought down as the running back. And that should bring us to the end
with the carry, brought
of the
down
first
by
half.
39, Dawson
And
Jacobak.
it will. Caruthersville 14, Jefferson 7, as the Blue Jays began up 7-0 here at home, but gave up 14 consecutive points, in large part due to some fumbles on their end that set up the Tigers nicely. And a 7-point deficit, a 7-point hole for the Blue Jays to dig themselves out of in quarter number 3, and of course quarter number 4 when the second half gets back going. The winner to move on to the finals here of Class 2 District 1, they'll face either Charleston or St. Pius. But until then, we'll take a quick break and come back with a little bit of analysis here in the halftime as Jefferson, the home team, and one of your local teams trails 14-7 at half as they host Caruthersville here on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week.
So what do sports and Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills have in common? Well, if you want to hit a home run with your new furniture, you need to see Chris and Jamie at Patsy's Furniture. And if you want to score a touchdown with your new furniture, hey, see Chris and Jamie. And if you like working with the home team, well, I think you know by now, you need Chris and Jamie at Patsy's Furniture. Hey, that's where I go. They have a great selection, friendly people, and great pricing. So score a touchdown, hit a home run. Heck, just head to Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills, right off Highway 67 at the Parkway Drive exit. Now that's a winner.
Mario's Italian Farmington serves the best Italian food in the area. Pizza, pastas, calzones, strombolis, salads, and sub-sandwiches. Huge, large portions with the freshest ingredients. Get Mario's full menu online at mariositalia.com. You'll be satisfied with all the choices Mario's has to offer. Dine in or have it delivered or have them cater your next special event. Open 7 days a week, serving lunch and dinner. Mario's Italia, located in the factory at the corner of 1st and A Streets in downtown Farmington.
From faxing to notarizing, the UPS Store is every ing for your small business. And when it comes to protecting your confidential information,
Shh, quiet! You should know about the shredding services available at the UPS Store. They're just what you need for protecting, securing, and disposing of proprietary documents.
Oh, so I can do less worrying.
the UPS Store, every ing for small business. And of course, shipping.
Hi, this is Jim, owner of the UPS Store in Festus in the Gannon Plaza. Come see us for all your printing, shipping, and packaging needs.
Hi, neighbor. Hey, I noticed the new landscaping around your yard. Looks nice.
Hey, thanks. We're doing some home improvements, and we did it all with Potosi Lumber.
Really?
We replaced cabinets, added new carpets, put in storm doors, customized replacement windows, and more.
It's time for home improvements. See Potosi Lumber, Highway 21 in Potosi.
Investing in a degree or certificate from Mineral Area College can pay you dividends. It's why we've been serving the surrounding community since 1922. Studies consistently show people who get an education after high school still earn a lot more in their lifetime. Show yourself you care. Invest in your education. Check MAC out at mineralarea.edu or call us at 573-431-4593 because MAC is your next step.
It's time you try Little Caesars and Herculaneum's Extra Most Bestest Pepperoni Pizza for just $6.55. It's wall-to-wall with delicious pepperoni. Or how about their Ultimate Supreme for just $9.99? Also check out their great tasting wings, crazy bread, cinnamon crazy bites, and so much more. And don't forget Little Caesars mouth-watering dipping sauces. That's Little Caesars just off 555 at the Herculaneum exit. And be sure and use the Little Caesars app so you can pick up your order when you walk in.
Hi everyone, it's Debbie Hamby with Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Did you know that we have a new store opening in Deloge? You can find us very soon at 1131 North Deloge Drive, right between Specs Optical and O'Reilly Auto. But don't worry, we will still have the same phone number and hours. Our new location will be more spacious and accommodating, plus it will include a full-service UPS store to take care of all of your print, ship, and mail needs. Stay tuned for more info on opening dates. There's so much to look forward to at Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy.
Every branch, every leaf, and every bud forms the ComTree Comprehensive Health Center family tree.
Our doctors, nurses, dentists, therapists, staff, volunteers, patients, and clients form our tree.
We may look different and each life journey is distinct, but all of us are connected, a family.
Call 877-COMTREE or visit us online at comtree.org.
Welcome to our family tree.
Go see JR today at Midwest Sports Center. They're just off Highway 67 in Farmington. And JR, just because the weather's getting a little bit cooler doesn't mean the deals are cooling off at Midwest Sports Center.
No, we've got some hot sales going on right now on all of our ATVs and side-by-sides. I've still got some mowers available also. Come see me, JR, at Midwest Sports Center. The number here is 573-756-7975. Just ask for JR.
Go get dirty with Midwest Sports Center today. They're located just off Highway 67 on Walker Drive in Farmington.
Where can you go to have your land loan, construction loan, and permanent financing done all in one place? Bloomsdale Bank does it all. If you can dream it, you can build it with the right financing. Call and speak with one of their expert loan officers about a construction loan today. They service all loans locally. They'll help you make it happen. Visit their website or visit any of their 5 locations in Herculaneum, Crystal City, Bloomsdale, or St. Genevieve. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, this is Brad Smith at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center. Lucas Smith Chrysler is more than just your local Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep dealer. We sell and service to the entire Jefferson County area. So while you're listening to this sports broadcast, no matter if it's the Tigers, the Hornets, the Blue Jays, the Lancers, the Dragons, or the Hawks, remember, we are and we support the entire Jefferson County area and its sports teams. We are Lucas Smith Chrysler Center off Highway A in Festus, your home of the No Bull deal.
Home of the No Bull deal. Lucas Smith Chrysler. No Bull.
Put on your pirate costume and join Captain Hook and his friends on November 17th at the Festus Quality Inn for the YMCA's annual dinner auction. Proceeds from the auction provide services to folks in the Jefferson County community, regardless of their ability to pay. Buy a table and bring your friends, or purchase individual tickets. For information about the auction and the Jefferson County Family YMCA, call 636-931-9622. That's 636-931-YMCA.
Make your backyard a paradise for your whole family. You can do it with a swimming pool. Hi, I'm Angie DeClue with Home Pools and Spas. We can make your vacation destination right outside your back door. Above ground or in ground, you have a choice of selections. Install now for years of great times.
Everybody's going home, pool and spa.
To see pools and pricing, go to our website, homepoolsandspas.net. Again, I'm Angie DeClue, owner of Home Pools and Spas, inviting you to stop by. We're located just south of the Leadington exit.
Gilster Mary Lee is hiring CDL drivers. They train those without experience and hire experienced drivers year-round. They will consider drivers 18 to 20 for a local position. Tuition reimbursement is offered for driving academies. Gilster has a private fleet with a terminal in southeast Missouri. Drivers are home weekly, earn hub miles, downtime, and unloading pay. Christmas vacation and holiday bonus rounds out the pay package. Low-cost insurance with prescription and access to the company store for discounted grocery shopping. Gilster Mary Lee is also accepting owner-operator applications for round-trip loads. Miles are paid equally. Downtime is paid and no-touch freight. They offer their fuel card for discounted purchases of fuel and parts. Easy Pass and Pre-Pass are available, and there's plenty of volume. Earn a living as a driver and still be home for those quality family experiences. They have schedule stability, a stress-free environment, and a dependable paycheck. Call Mike Welker at 800-851-5371 or find them online or talk with one of their many drivers.
Make it a great family night at Applebee's Bar and Grill in Farmington. Hi, my name is Amy Cousins, General Manager at your local store. Maybe start out with a couple of appetizers: boneless wings, onion rings, mozzarella sticks, spinach artichoke dip, chicken quesadilla. There's so much to choose from. Let the kids pick from the kids menu, then for yourself, choose one of our favorites. Steaks, ribs, seafood, pasta, we have it all. Go to Applebee's.com for the full menu and look for our happy hour prices. Doing good in the neighborhood, Applebee's Bar and Grill in Farmington.
Back in on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week. At halftime, it is Caruthersville 14, Jefferson, the hosts 7, right here on Regional Radio. It is the Class 2 District 1 semifinals, the winner to face either Charleston or St. Pius next week. And right now, you know, it looked like at the very beginning Jefferson was poised to really get off to a great start, and they did. scoring on their opening drive. A touchdown ran in that time by Colby Ott. Unfortunately, though, it was a quick rebound for Caruthersville as the Tigers were able to take advantage of a turnover on downs, scored a touchdown there, and then a couple of fumbles by Jefferson have really put them in dire straits. And now, off of a short field, Caruthersville has scored another touchdown and made it 14-7 as the Blue Jays made one last frantic drive down the field trying to get a score at the end of the first half. They were unable to do so. And as things stand right now, Caruthersville 14, Jefferson 7, and certainly important to remember who gets the ball to start half number 2. It will be Caruthersville. So a chance for the Tigers whenever the third quarter opens up to open up their lead a little bit more and increase it to 2 scores if they can get into the end zone once more. Neither of these two teams really like to kick field goals. Caruthersville likes going for 2. They were 1 of 2 in that department. So they missed one, they got one. As it turns out, you're at your normal looking score of 14-7 after 2 quarters here at Jefferson High School. We'll be back with more in just a little bit. 8 minutes on the timer, which probably means about 10 minutes till the start of the second half, right here on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week.
Go see JR today at Midwest Sports Center. They're just off Highway 67 in Farmington. And JR, just because the weather's getting a little bit cooler doesn't mean the deals are cooling off at Midwest Sports Center.
No, we've got some hot sales going on right now on all of our ATVs and side-by-sides. I've still got some mowers available also. Come see me, JR, at Midwest Sports Center. The number here is 573-756-7975. Just ask for JR.
Go get dirty with Midwest Sports Center today. They're located just off Highway 67 on Walker Drive in Farmington.
Hi, I'm Reggie Abishan, owner of Bryant Restoration. We'd like to invite all St. Francis County first responders, including police, fire, and ambulance, to our first annual St. Francis County First Responders Luncheon on November 14th. The free lunch will be held from 11 to 1:30 at the Bridge Community Church in Leadington. To RSVP for this event, visit our Facebook page at Bryant Restoration Co. and register through the event link. Thanks again to all first responders from our team at Bryant Restoration, and we look forward to seeing you on November 14th.
Kohl's Tractor and Equipment continues to be the leader of compact tractor sales for St. Francis and surrounding counties. How, you ask? It's simple. By selling the best quality for the best price with a proven best warranty on the market. Hi, it's Hannah with LS, the major brand maker of 2 other brands. Brands that you already know and love. At Kohl's Tractor and Equipment, you get that same franchise quality with the best 6-year parts and labor warranty and more standard features than I can name in this 60-second ad. This month, get the 35 horsepower 4-wheel drive diesel tractor with loader and skid steer front bucket for only $16,999. That's right, get the 35 horsepower compact diesel tractor with loader for only $16,999. Give us a call today, 573-756-4353, or stop by Kohl's Tractor and Equipment, 1 mile east of Farmington on Highway 32. Kohl's Tractor and Equipment. Don't just follow the herd, lead the herd.
Are you tired of calling your mortgage lender and not being able to talk to anyone, or you're transferred over and over again? Skip the hassle and refinance with Bloomsdale Bank. Call today and speak with one of their expert loan officers. Have a personalized borrowing experience and rest easy knowing your loan will be serviced locally when you borrow with Bloomsdale Bank. Visit their website or visit any of their 5 locations in Herculaneum, Crystal City, Bloomsdale, or St. Genevieve. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When it's all said and done, what really matters? For Serenity Hospice Care patient Jack, hospice isn't about giving up. It's not about the end. It's about right now. It's about spending precious time with the people we love.
Come on, Grandpa!
And the little moments that create lasting memories. It's focusing on what's important to you and remembering life is beautiful in all stages.
When life changes, where can you get the health care that you or your loved one needs?
Try Presbyterian Manor, where we consider you family. Being a member of our family means having a skilled, compassionate team, making sure you live your best life. Call 573-756-6768 today and schedule a visit to see why the community voted us the best independent living, best assisted living, and best skilled nursing community in the Parkland area.
For generations, Massey Ferguson has been more than just a name in the field. Like Fliggs Equipment, it is a name that has been trusted and withstood the test of time. Hi, I'm Clarissa Nagger. Jason and I would like to invite you to stop by either of the Fliggs locations and test drive for yourself the brand new Massey Ferguson tractors on the lot. From compact to full-size machines that can do work on your biggest plantation. Fliggs Equipment, proud to be your full-line Massey Ferguson dealer. Fliggs Equipment, let our family serve your family. St. Genevieve, Leadington, and online at fliggs.com. For generations, Massey Ferguson has been more than just a name in the field. Like Fliggs Equipment, it is a name that has been trusted and withstood the test of time. Hi, I'm Clarissa Nagger. Jason and I would like to invite you to stop by either of the Fliggs locations and test drive for yourself the brand new Massey Ferguson tractors on the lot. From compact to full-size machines that can do work on your biggest plantation. Fliggs Equipment, proud to be your full-line Massey Ferguson dealer. Fliggs Equipment, let our family serve your family. St. Genevieve, Leadington, and online at fliggs.com.
Make your backyard a paradise for your whole family. You can do it with a swimming pool. Hi, I'm Angie DeClue with Home Pools and Spas. We can make your vacation destination right outside your back door. Above ground or in ground, you have a choice of selections. Install now for years of great times.
Everybody's going Home Pool and Spa.
To see pools and pricing, go to our website, homepoolsandspas.net. Again, I'm Angie DeClue, owner of Home Pools and Spas, inviting you to stop by. We're located just south of the Leadington exit.
Back in now on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week. Still about 5 minutes or so until we reach the second half. In this game between Caruthersville and Jefferson, it is the Tigers of Caruthersville up 14-7 over the Jefferson Blue Jays,
Ladies and gentlemen, here are some scores
here
from
today
around the state
in the
of Missouri
Class
for
2
you.
District 1
in the second
semifinals.
quarter,
So that's the situation here so far. We'd like to thank a few of our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Jefferson College in Hillsboro, the YMCA of Jefferson County and Festus, Applebee's of Farmington, Midwest Sports Center in Farmington, Home Pools and Spas in Leadington, Mineral Area College in Park Hills, as well as Bloomsdale Bank in Bloomsdale, Herculaneum, St. Genevieve, and Crystal City. Again, it's 14-7. Jefferson behind the 8 ball right now against Caruthersville, but still plenty of time to come back as the second half is just about ready to resume right here on Regional Radio. We'll be back in just a little bit for the third quarter on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week.
Hot and ready pizza is here at your Little Caesars in Herculaneum. They have their famous Little Caesars combo for just $5, and for dinner, pick up a hot and ready cheese, pepperoni, or a sausage pizza for just $5.55, or a 5-meat feast, and I mean feast, for just $9. That's Little Caesars off I-55 at the Herculaneum exit behind Cracker Barrel. Open at 10:30, 7 days a week, and be sure to use the Little Caesars app when ordering.
There are lots of things to love about the 2018 Toyota RAV4. Just ask the people who bought one, but be prepared to get an earful. They might mention its versatile build and flexible cargo space. They'll probably rave about its available heated front seats, sport-tuned suspension, and all-wheel drive with dynamic torque control. But the one thing they absolutely won't stop talking about comes standard: the RAV4 suite of advanced safety features, which includes a pre-collision system with pedestrian detection and lane departure alert with steering assist. It's a brilliant bit of technology that helps you respond to changing road conditions. It helps keep you safe without sacrificing performance, and it doesn't cost anything extra. You love it already, don't you? Tested, trusted, Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
Lane departure alert and pre-collision systems are not a substitute for safe and attentive driving practices.
See Twin City Toyota. I-55 at the Herculaneum Auto Mall exit. Don't think twice. Think Twin City.
Whatever your educational goals are, you can achieve them at Jefferson College. With caring faculty, convenient locations, and award-winning academic programs, your future is Jefferson College's focus. To learn more, call 636-797-3000 or visit jeffco.edu for a complete list of degrees and programs. Enroll now.
For higher education, for higher expectations, Jefferson College, Jefferson College and you.
From shredding to mailboxing, the UPS Store does everything for small business, even impressing your customers. When you have your packages professionally packed by our certified packing experts and backed with the pack and ship guarantee to make sure your business looks outstanding. The UPS Store, everything for small business. And of course, shipping. The UPS Store franchise locations are independently owned and operated. Services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details.
Hi, this is Jim, owner of the UPS Store in Festus in the Gannon Plaza. Come see us for all your printing, shipping, and packaging needs.
Have you ever been to dinner with a friend and realized you don't have cash to split the check? Or do you need to pay the soccer coach for that new uniform? Hi, Paul Hale from New Era Bank, and our new app has just what you need. Our app features person-to-person payments. This allows you to pay from your cell phone directly to someone else's. They receive a text from you and get the money real time, even if you don't bank with us. Check out our website at www.newerabank.com for more information or call one of our locations. Member FDIC.
Are you ready for an exciting new career that offers job security, flexibility, and independence? Rankin Technical College in Perryville is now accepting student applications for a 10-week CDL training class. The Gilster Mary Lee Corporation will provide the necessary funding for program training if your application is approved. You'll receive a benefits package which includes miles paid by the hub, paid downtime, unloading allowances, vacation Christmas and holiday bonuses, plus insurance. Call Mike Welker today at 800-851-5371.
Hi, this is Julie Berghaus with Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy, and I would love to invite you to stop in our store at 806 Valley Creek Drive, next door to Dollar General, and check out what sets us apart. Friendly and helpful staff, free delivery Monday through Friday to your work or home, convenient drive-through window, competitive prices, and top quality services make us the perfect choice for you and your family. Don't wait in line any longer. Let us welcome you as a member of our pharmacy family today. Give us a call at 747-1191 or check us out online at parklandrx.com.
Comtree Dental is leading in innovation to serve your family in Jefferson County. Find us serving students in more than 80 schools.
Visit our pediatric specialist, the only pediatric dentist accepting Medicaid in Jefferson County.
Receive care in our fully equipped mobile dental clinic.
Call 877-COMTREE or visit us online at comtree.org to schedule an appointment for your smile.
Welcome to our family tree.
He dreams of playing in the big leagues, which is taking a toll on your dreams. Most people don't think about their home insurance until something happens, but talking to an American Family Insurance agent today can mean your dreams have better protection tomorrow. Visit amfam.com/home for a quote and see if your insurance measures up. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Call Bill Bess, agent 573-431-4893, or stop by 907 East Main Street in Park Hills today.
And we are back on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week. The Jefferson Blue Jays and the Caruthersville Tigers just about ready to resume action here in quarter number 3.
The Tigers lead the Blue
Jefferson
Jays
trailing 14-7 right now. The Blue Jays will kick off.
So
down a score and potentially down more than one score if they allow the Tigers to put some on the board here will be the Blue Jays. Coach Rugley's motto all year has been play the next play, and they'll have to move on quickly from some of the mistakes that plagued them, fumbles especially, in the opening half. Here's a squib kick initially bobbled by Caruthersville, now picked up and being returned to about the 35-yard line. Looks like Jermaine Alexander, no, we'll call it Dundee Hamilton on the tackle, and down he goes. Big hit laid out there from the Blue Jays, and perhaps that will set the tone for what needs to be an explosive third quarter. If the Blue Jays find themselves down in quarter number 4, they'll be in a situation they obviously don't like to be in. Nobody likes to be down come fourth quarter time. But the Blue Jays just not a team that throws the football, so they're forced into that type of action, those types of play calls. They will be at a big disadvantage. Russell, the quarterback, is going to move forward and hand it off to his back that time. Short carry on the play.
Number 27, Nicholas Moore on the carry. Wrapped up on the play by Brandon Floyd.
It's Caruthersville.
2nd and 9.
Looking to move forward, and extend their lead to 2 scores. Nick Moore is back into the ball game now. And he's on the opening carry. He takes it for a yard. And now in the backfield with Russell yet again. This time it's going to be Russell taking it himself. Russell will be tackled just short of the 40-yard line, and the quarterback gets them into a 3rd down and medium situation. About 5 yards is what they need.
On the carry, brought down on the play by number 8,
As Nick Moore, a great sight to see, depending on who you root for, but you never want to see injuries, certainly not for a senior in what could be their last game at any moment. Nick Moore went out with what looked to be a leg injury in quarter number 1. Didn't really play much in the second quarter, but starts off quarter 3 and looks to be all right. 3rd and 5 upcoming here for Caruthersville. If Jefferson can get a big 3 and out, that'll really spurn forward their offensive attack. From about the 39-yard line, call it the 40. Russell rolls out to his left, looks left. Short pass is nearly intercepted that time, as it was thrown right to the defender that time, and Andrew Graves. So Andrew Graves
number 8.
on the deflection, and that will indeed bring up 4th down for Caruthersville. So Jefferson gets that stop that they actually had pretty much an exact replica of in the first quarter on Caruthersville's first drive. Now the Tigers to punt it away to Graves and Ott, who are back deep. Here's a line drive punt. It's going to bounce down at the 40, be bobbled, and now Jefferson's got to jump on it quickly. It looked like Graves did. As confusion, it was kicked in between Graves and Ott, and I don't think they knew which one was supposed to grab that football. It was touched and then recovered by the Blue Jays.
By Colby Ott. Blue Jays take over 1st and 10 from their 30-yard line.
Jefferson now, they just dodged another bullet. It's been fumble for the Blue Jays. They've lost some, they have been able to recover some, but they really do not want to get started off on that foot again here in quarter number 3. They trail 14-7 now with 10:25 left in the 3rd quarter. They'll start off around the 30-yard line of their own. Moon with the handoff. It's a short carry this time. Looks like Colby Ott motoring forward for maybe a yard. That'll bring up 2nd and long. Play the next play. That's what it's all about for Jefferson, so you got to get over what was nearly a fumble lost on that special teams play. Certainly the emotions had to have been high for a split second for Coach Rugley on the sideline as he saw the ball on the carpet yet again. 2nd and 9 after a 1-yard gain from Ott. 3 in the backfield with Moon. Here's the handoff. It's going to go to Andrew Graves, and Graves past the 35 to about the 36 or 37. That'll bring up 3rd and medium. They need the 41-yard line for a 1st down.
Hamilton. That'll bring up 3rd.
Moon quickly checks to the sideline for the next play, and Coach Rugley quickly informs them of what he wants and pushes them back towards the field of play. 3rd and 5 now. Likely a run upcoming with 3 in the backfield and no receivers out wide. Big time bunch formation. Moon will hand it off to Graves. Graves trying to push forward to the 40, and he might be short. I think he needed 1 more yard on the play. That'll bring up 4th down and 1.
By number 50, Desmond Davis.
And if you're Jefferson, you could go for it here, but being in your own territory and it still being the 3rd quarter, they'll play the field position game, and back now to punt is Ben Breeze. So Jefferson unable to get the big 1st down there. Now Breeze to let it fly. Snap goes right to him, his outstretched arms, and he gets it away. Caught at the 30 but bobbled, and down on a knee now is number 9, Dundee Hamilton, as he couldn't quite catch it cleanly.
By number 9, Dundee Hamilton. The Tigers will
so Caruthersville will take over. A couple
line.
Of quick drives this time for both teams. Not how we saw this game begin when Jefferson was able to march down the field in about 5 minutes and score a touchdown. Caruthersville did start off with the 3 and out in the first quarter. They do the same in quarter number 3. Now get another chance with Devin Russell back there. With his back, Nick Moore. 4 receivers out wide, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Ball centered in between the 2 hashes. Now a man coming on late for Caruthersville. Looked like there was some confusion. And a timeout is called by the Tigers. They didn't know what the personnel was supposed to be. We'll quickly take it with them and be right back. It's 14-7 Tigers on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week.
So what do sports and Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills have in common? Well, if you want to hit a home run with your new furniture, you need to see Chris and Jamie at Patsy's Furniture. And if you want to score a touchdown with your new furniture, hey, see Chris and Jamie. And if you like working with the home team, well, I think you know by now, you need Chris and Jamie at Patsy's Furniture. Hey, that's where I go. They have a great selection, friendly people, and great pricing. So score a touchdown, hit a home run. Heck, just head to Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills, right off Highway 67 at the Parkway Drive exit. Now that's a winner.
Well, thanks indeed to Patsy's Furniture for making this broadcast possible. And well, as you heard Mark saying in that little commercial there, a touchdown would indeed be huge for Jefferson, but they give the ball back now to Caruthersville, who will look to continue this drive. Had to call a timeout there for a second. Personnel issues. It's now 2nd and 10. Russell and Moore in the backfield. 4 receivers out wide. And still waiting on the official whistle that will signal Caruthersville that they can begin this drive, and there it is. So Russell, the quarterback, with Moore, the running back, to his right. Russell is going to hand it off to Moore. Moore's going to go over left guard. Moore to the 30. Moore going east and west right now. Not going to get a whole lot to about the 32 as he had to avoid a few tacklers. Ended up getting 1 or 2 out of it. That'll bring up 3rd down now and long. As Nick Moore unable to get much. And Daniel McWhorter, the middle linebacker, on the tackle. McWhorter, pretty much the leader of the defense and the offense. Plays center on offense, middle linebacker on defense. And we're pleased to be joined by him on the Football Roundtable show on Tuesday, as well as Brandon Floyd and Andrew Graves with Coach Rugley. Great group of guys, and if you're a Jefferson fan, you should certainly be happy to have them in your corner. They're going to say 2nd down now, which is a little bit puzzling because that's what they had in the previous down. So for now, the officials say 2nd down, but hold your horses as Russell's going to run it towards the right side to the 30, to the 35. Around the corner he goes to the 37. Short of the first down, but a decent gain there on the QB run. Colby Ott pushes him out of bounds. Will indeed be 3rd down now. 7:33 left on the 3rd quarter clock. And again, the Blue Jays heavily relying on their defense. These touchdowns that they've scored, one of them was with extremely short field, ones that Caruthersville was able to put on the board. And that was really no fault of the Blue Jays defense. Here comes 3rd and 3. Robinson back there, and Robinson's going to take it himself up the middle. He goes to the 40, past the 41 to about the 43, and that is indeed enough for a 1st down for the Tigers. Caruthersville with
Devin Russell with the carry.
Their quarterback moving the football.
Tiger 1st down.
And you might be able to hear in the background a couple of fans saying the score's wrong on the scoreboard. There's been a couple of issues in that department, and right now it's showing 16-7 as they fix it now to 14-7. Here's a quick end around to number 11 on the play for Caruthersville. Jamarion Rogers, who's sent back at the backfield for a loss on the play. Jefferson was all over it. You're live on regional radio. It's the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV game. Class 2 District 1 semis. Jefferson the host of these semifinals. And will likely, if they can get to next week, be on the road at Charleston, assuming Charleston wins against St. Pius here today. Here's a screen pass, and again, Jefferson is on it at about the 35-yard line, moving forward to the 37 is the receiver for Caruthersville, but not much more, and that'll set up third and very long
Number 9
for the Tigers.
Hamilton with the reception brought down by
Hamilton
Daniel
on the
McWhorter.
catch. And again, McWhorter involved in the
And
play.
Brock Hill.
As with 6 minutes left to go, we're
Third
about
and
halfway
16.
home in quarter 3. It is 3rd and 16 for Caruthersville. 3 receivers out wide right, 1 to the left. Here's Russell. Russell looking to throw a deep ball. He's got a man, and it is caught. It's caught. He went on the run at first and ended up passing it to Rakib Maxwell.
Pass complete to number 2, Rakib Maxwell.
Into Jefferson
Brought down by
territory.
81.
Go the
Jacob
Tigers.
Melton, that is a Tiger first down.
What a pass there from Russell. He disguised it well as he looks like he was going to run and simply get some yardage back. Instead, Maxwell breaking free. He finds the ball flying right towards him, and he makes the catch. So a first down and a big one for Caruthersville on 3rd and 16. That's a backbreaker for Jefferson. Now the Tigers nearing the red zone. They're on the 28-yard line of the Blue Jays. Russell takes the snap. He's going to hand it off this time. No, he actually keeps it on the read option. Trying to get towards the 30. Looks like he's going to lose a yard or two on the play as Jefferson snuffed that one out. Well, again, neither of these teams really with much of a kicking game to speak of. Jefferson's starting kicker is now out. That was Lucas Vaughn at the beginning of the season. He hurt himself. So now it's a freshman in Will Breeze who takes care of the PATs, but not much in the way of field goal kicking for either squad. Here comes 2nd and 12. Russell on the fake handoff. He's going to keep it himself. The sophomore, there he goes to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, stiff arm, and he's into the end zone. Colbiot in pursuit, could not catch up, and Devin Russell brings it into the end zone. Caruthersville leads 20-7 over Jefferson. And what a third down conversion it was when you look back on that 3rd and 16 play. Looked like Jefferson had him stopped. Instead, Russell keeps the drive going with his arm. That time he keeps it going, or shall we say ends it, with his legs. Setting up for 2 now is Caruthersville, as they have after each of their touchdowns to this point. 2 touchdowns on the day for Russell, both on the ground. Now Russell sets up in the shotgun. And he'll take it himself on the run play. Stumble up the middle, fall into the end zone, and it is good. 2-point conversion successful for Russell. And Devin Russell doing it all himself on those last 2 plays. It is 22-7 Caruthersville, and Jefferson in need of a response when we come back on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week.
Mario's Italian Farmington serves the best Italian food in the area. Pizza, pastas, calzones, strombolis, salads, and sub-sandwiches. Huge, large portions with the freshest ingredients. Get Mario's full menu online at mariositalia.com. You'll be satisfied with all the choices Mario's has to offer. Dine in or have it delivered or have them cater your next special event. Open 7 days a week, serving lunch and dinner. Mario's Italia, located in the factory at the corner of 1st and A Streets in downtown Farmington.
Back in now on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week.
Billy
Another
Goff
run
set to
for
kick off
Devin
once again for the
Russell.
Tigers.
And his second rushing touchdown of the day means it's now 22-7 Caruthersville over Jefferson. Here's the kickoff. It's going to go out of bounds. Good field position upcoming for the Blue Jays, and that'll be the springboard, I should say, that they might need to get some points.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Jay
As they trail now by 15 with 4:48 left in quarter number 3.
Include Boozy Unison, the Pasta House,
And man, will it be absolutely crucial for the Blue Jays to score on this drive. The proposition for Jefferson of entering the fourth quarter down by 2 scores, that's a tough one. They're a team that relies heavily, and I do mean heavily, on their run game. They really don't like to throw the ball, but they're closing in on a situation in which they might be forced to do just that. One receiver out wide left, it's Colby Ott. A couple in the backfield with Moon. Moon's going to hand it off to Breeze, and Breeze has stood up behind the line of scrimmage that time. In on the play was Micah Rogers for Caruthersville. A loss.
Breeze with the
and
carry,
it's second
wrapped
and
up
long.
by number 20, Micah Rogers, behind the line of scrimmage.
And you can feel it on the playing field right now. Caruthersville with
second and 12.
All the momentum. And their defense displaying a lot of energy out there, as well as the sideline jumping up and down after every big play. Loss of 2 from Breeze. 4:10 on the clock for Jefferson. Moon takes the snap, hands off to Graves, who then hands off to his other back that time. And going nowhere was Colby Ott.
By 32.
Caruthersville on it again, and 3rd and long is upcoming, and you can feel the tension here in the building, shall we say the field of play. 3rd and long, and Tommy Moon, only a couple passing attempts so far today. One of them was intercepted. Might be forced to air it out here. Out wide on the left side is Hayden Wagner. Couple in the backfield with Moon per usual. 3rd and 12. Moon fakes the handoff to Ott. Moon is looking to pass. Moon's got Breeze out in the flats, but Breeze is stopped well short of the first down marker there. Looked like he got close to being back to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage.
It'll be 4th and 8.
And indeed, got 2 yards beyond that to make it 4th and 8. 4-yard catch that time. And Tommy Moon's first completion of the game will be in vain, as it's now 4th and 8. 2:50 left on the 3rd quarter clock, and punting now will be Jefferson. Breeze on the duties. Ben Breeze lets it go. It bounces past the 40 to the 30, taking a Jefferson big-time roll to about the 20-yard line. So
ball is down on the 20-yard line.
might as well call it a touchback, I suppose, as that's where the spot of the drive will be, although there is a penalty flag on the play, so we'll have to wait on that. We saw a penalty on Caruthersville in the first half on 4th and 3 that handed Jefferson a free
call is a
first down
foul against the Tigers.
This one's going to be a personal foul on Caruthersville. And being that it was on the return, it's still going to be the Tigers in possession on offense, but they'll get pushed back a little bit, as it was going to be the 20-yard line. And now the officials going way back. And they'll spot this one at the 10. The spot foul at about the 25 means the football goes back to the 10-yard line. Pinned deep now is Caruthersville, and man, how big would a turnover be for Jefferson as they look again to their defense to help bail them out. It is 22-7 Tigers over the Blue Jays, and Caruthersville is in possession again. They go 4 wide, 1 in the backfield with Russell. Russell fakes it to his back. He's going to take it himself over the right side, finds a hole, gets to the 20, 25, 27-yard line. A 17-yard carry that time, and Russell once again doing it with his legs. An opening play, first down on this drive.
Graves, first down Tigers.
Andrew Graves on the tackle for Jefferson. But the running game of Devin Russell all of a sudden has been a problem. Looked like early it was going to be Nick Moore, who's back in the game after being injured. But all of a sudden it's Russell who's taken over, the sophomore QB. Here comes the first down play. It will be a handoff this time to Nick Moore. Moore goes over left guard. Moore cuts it back to the middle of the field. Moore at the 40, breaks 4 or 5 tackles, goes all the way to the left side, 40-yard line, 45, still free. Another broken tackle all the way to midfield. What a run by Nick Moore.
With the run. Brought down by Dawson
The
Jacobat.
senior has gone from the first quarter looking like his career could be over when he exited the game with an injury when Caruthersville was down 7-0. And now he's out here leading the charge with the Tigers well out in front. Officials talking something over. I didn't see a flag on the play, but there might have been one. And indeed there was. It's a personal foul on Caruthersville. So that run will, I don't know if it'll be negated. It depends on the spot of the foul, but certainly won't get the yardage that they thought they would, as they were at midfield after the incredible run by Nick Moore as he broke tackle after tackle. But instead, they're pushed all the way back to the 25-yard line. So that run by Moore, you can put it on his highlight reel, as long as you blur out the part where a flag was thrown and it didn't end up counting. 1st and 10. We'll actually call it about 1st and 11 as we're 1 yard behind the original line of scrimmage. This is going to be Russell. Russell finds the seam and bursts forward for a decent gain of 6 or 7.
Brought down by Daniel McWhirter.
So Caruthersville goes from being in around midfield to being well back in their own territory, but Russell stabilizes the situation and gets a nice carry there. Now 1:25 left in quarter number 3.
2nd and 4.
It's announced as 2nd and 4. Scoreboard shows 2nd and 5. Either way, Caruthersville moving the ball well, besides those pesky penalties. 3 receivers out wide right, 1 out to the left. Russell again on a QB draw. It's been hard to stop. He gets 2 yards and a flag is thrown from the official down the field. He must have seen something from his straight-on view. And what will it be this time? Illegal block in the back. And again, it's on Caruthersville. So the Tigers, if they could just get out of their own way on this drive, would maybe be in the end zone already, but instead they go backwards again. And now the ball is at about the 28-yard line, their own 28. That'll bring up 2nd and about 9, it looks like. 2nd and 9 indeed. 2 receivers out left, 1 out right, and now 3 receivers on the left side of the formation for Devin Russell, who sets up with his back this time. It's Jamarion Rogers, who is crouched over to his left. Russell will take it to the left side himself. Russell, another direct snap run. Gets to about the 30, short gain on that play.
Devin Russell,
and that'll set up 3rd and long. Well, what Caruthersville has done is chewed up some more clock. Keep going forward and backwards because of these penalties. But again, it's hard not to emphasize the fact that Jefferson is not really known for scoring quickly. And the name of the game at this point for Caruthersville should be to chew up clock. And they will as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. 22-7, Caruthersville over Jefferson. We head to quarter number 4. The 15-point lead for the Tigers, looking to move on to the Class 2 District 1 Finals next week. We'll be back with more. The 4th quarter coming right up on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week.
From faxing to notarizing, the UPS Store is every ing for your small business. And when it comes to protecting your confidential information, shh, quiet! You should know about the shredding services available at the UPS Store. They're just what you need for protecting, securing, and disposing of proprietary documents.
Oh, so I can do less worrying.
The UPS Store, every ing for small business. And of course, shipping.
Hi, this is Jim, owner of the UPS Store in Festus in the Gannon Plaza. Come see us for all your printing, shipping, and packaging needs.
Back in on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week. Fourth quarter just about ready to get started here. Caruthersville with a 22-7 lead as they have the ball. And they will face now 3rd and 7 from about their own 29-yard line. A couple of penalties have done them in on this drive. They could have been much closer to the end zone by now without those. But instead, they'll settle for what they have, a 15-point lead with just 12 minutes left to go. And, of course, they have possession of the ball as well, at least for now. As 3rd and 7 approaches, Russell, the quarterback, takes the snap, drops back to pass. He's going to look deep this time. He's got a man on the left side. It's batted down, though. He was going for Alexander,
for number 8,
and it was deflected on the play by Eisenbeis.
Eric Eisenbeis. 4th down.
So 4th down. An interesting decision that time, and for Jefferson and head coach Alex Rugley, they got to feel like they were given a gift. That running game was hard to stop, and I know you needed 7 yards, but chucking it deep and stopping the clock when the clock is your friend, an interesting decision. Jefferson's going to get the ball back, though, right here at the beginning of the 4th. This punt is nearly blocked, and it goes straight up in the air. It is not very deep. It's going to bounce at about the 50, take a Jefferson roll, and it will be at the 49-yard line
Jefferson, and that's where they'll take over.
Of Jefferson. So the Blue Jays get great field position, exactly what the doctor ordered here, as the hosting Jefferson Blue Jays begin a crucial drive. They need 2 touchdowns. Plus, they're going to need a 2-point conversion at some point as well, down 15. Will they elect to throw the football here, or will they wait a little bit longer? Eventually, they will need to. 1 receiver out wide right, ball on the right hash, 3 in the backfield with Moon. It's going to go to Graves. Graves goes towards the middle of the field. Gets to the 49 on the other side for about 2 yards on the carry. So he goes from 49 to 49. And that should bring up 2nd and 8. Graves has gotten loose a few times. But as we mentioned, Caruthersville has seen really good running backs a few times, including all the way back earlier in the season when they lost to Hayti. Saw a 3-star commit, Ivory Winters, to the University of Indiana, held him to about 70 yards. So they're trying to use that same experience here with Graves, and they're doing a decent job. Here comes an end around to Graves. Graves looking for a block. He goes east and west. He is well behind the line of scrimmage. Now he cuts it back to the right, gets the big block, and he runs all the way back to about the 45-yard line.
With the carry, knocked out of bounds.
So Graves was looking at a huge loss there. Got some help from his offensive linemen who were back on the play, and ends up getting a few yards at the end of the day, despite the fact that he ran about 40 or 50. 3rd down up and coming. 3rd and short, about 2 yards is what they'll need.
3rd and 2.
And Jefferson in desperate need of a 1st down here. And even if they don't get it, you got to think they will go for it on 4th. Moon back there with Ott, Breeze, and Graves. Graves goes in motion. The handoff goes to Breeze, and Breeze is stood up. Second effort might have got him a yard on the carry.
By number 20, Micah Rogers.
But either way, it is 4th down. Rogers, he's been active tonight on the tackle for Caruthersville. Timeout is called, an injury timeout, although hopping right up was Caruthersville's number 52, Jalen Hollywood. Training staff came out for a second there, but Hollywood was able to get up. But since they stopped the play, he's going to have to remove himself from the field for at least one play here. And indeed, he will move towards the sideline. So it was a 1-yard pickup for Breeze. 4th down and 1 upcoming. And Jefferson has to get this one here. Coach Rugley animated on the sideline right now. He knows how big this one is. As Moon sets up, with one receiver out wide right. Looks like the tight end, John Mudd. He's got one man out to the left as well in the slot, and Wagner. And it looks like Ott, Breeze, and Graves in the backfield with Moon. The officials are having a conversation here. And I'm not sure if it's over the spot of the ball or what. Right now, where things are looking, it would be 4th and 1. And we might have a clock issue here, as the officials, 2 of them are over with Coach Rugley on the Jefferson sideline, 2 of them near the football at about the 43-yard line. Jefferson needing the 42 here. Now it looks like we're primed to resume play. Again, 3 in the backfield with Moon. Mudd out wide right. Wagner to the left side. It's Breeze, it's Graves, and it's Ott with Moon. In motion goes Graves. It will go to Graves. Now another pitch this time. It's going to be a pass, and it's completed to Moon. The throw made by Hayden Wagner. So Wagner gets it on the double end around. Throws it out to Tommy Moon, and it's caught for a first down. Getting creative that time was Coach Rugley of Jefferson. 10:48 on the 4th quarter clock, though, as it resumes running after the first down. Still 22-7 Caruthersville, but Jefferson now has the football at the 32 of the Tigers, so they're moving. 3 in the backfield again with Moon, 1 out wide right. Eisenbeis. Here comes the handoff to Graves in the backfield. Graves is stood up. Another double handoff. It went to Ott, then Graves, who
Andrew
lost
Graves
a couple of yards.
Wrapped up in the backfield. Micah Rogers with the tackle.
And again, Micah Rogers remaining active for the Tigers. On the
13.
tackle. Back into the game comes Wagner. He's been switching off a lot with Eisenbeis. Wagner just making that pass. The second completion of the day for Jefferson. And the first for Wagner. 2nd and 13 after the 3-yard loss. Moon's got 3 in the backfield with him. Wagner is out wide right. In motion goes Ott, and a false start's going to be called. Flags fly. Going out of bounds is Ott, but I think we all know what that was. There's some clear confusion in the backfield for Jefferson. And unless Caruthersville initiated that movement, it's going to be on Jefferson, and it is. Illegal motion. Looks like that will be enforced. So moving 5 yards back is Jefferson. And Coach Jimmy Jackson not electing to decline it, which you can do in the high school game on false start penalties. So that'll bring up 2nd and 18. It was 2nd and 13, and really looked like they lost a couple of yards on the play, so it probably could have been 3rd and 15, and now Coach Jackson goes over to talk to the officials. He might have wanted to decline that, and now Jefferson, as they wanted to step towards the football to get this play going, they are sent back by the 2 officials still with the ball. And we might see the fact that Coach Jackson maybe wanted to decline that penalty. And indeed he did. It's now 3rd down. So 3rd and long upcoming. Penalty declined by Coach Jackson. A smart move there.
Penalty was declined.
As it's hard for Jefferson to go this many yards and 2 downs anyway. So from the 40-yard line, they need about the 32. And here comes the play. Moon is back to pass. Moon fumbles the football. A sack. And now jumping on the ball, Caruthersville, they drop it. And finally the Tigers can't get it. And I think Jefferson bounced on it all the way back at the 30-yard line. A couple of Tigers unsuccessful on the pickup there, diving for the football. Finally, Jefferson was able to reel it
Jefferson
in.
recovers the football.
But it's now 4th and a mile.
It'll be 4th in Caruthersville.
A country mile at that. And for Jefferson, you're just glad that didn't happen on 4th down. It happened on 3rd down instead. And now instead of taking over on downs, Caruthersville will attempt to field this punt that is coming from Ben Breeze. 8:51 on the clock. Breeze has a perfect snap and a nice punt, as it will be caught at about the 40-yard line and tackled there is the return man, called the 42. Big hit laid out there by Jefferson. It was number 9 on the attempted run back, Dundee Hamilton.
Number 9, Dundee Hamilton with the punt return brought down by.
And now 8:42 left in quarter 4.
Tigers will take
Caruthersville has the football, and they've got no reason to rush. At least you would think, as Coach Jackson calls out the plays. Seems like the move here would be to run the football and use up all the clock that you can before you give it back to Jefferson potentially. But we'll see what they do. They go 4 wide, and in the shotgun is Russell, though he's run it out of this formation a lot. Instead, he'll hand off to his back, and breaking free this time over the right sideline to about the 30-yard line, now tackled at the 25.
Micah Rogers.
Looks like Micah Rogers, the junior, who we've been talking about all night on defense. This time he gets a carry and moves well into Jefferson territory. Clock stops for a moment as they move the chains, but that won't last. And we'll see if Caruthersville is at the point now where they're going to try and waste the entire play clock for snapping the football. Still waiting on the clock to resume. I think we heard a whistle, and they must have got out of bounds on that run play. That must have been the call. No, now the clock does start ticking again. 1st and 10 this time for Caruthersville. Handoff again will go to Rogers, and Rogers up the middle he goes. Nice carry there of 7 or 8. Jefferson really on their heels now.
Michael Rogers with the carry brought down by
Rogers
Steve
a couple of nice carries consecutively. And it's going to come down to, can the Blue Jays force a turnover here? That's really what they need. They've given it back to Caruthersville a few times. And a pick 6 or a scoop and score here, for example, would turn this game on its head, but that's really what it's coming down to right now for Jefferson. Russell back there, the quarterback, 4 wide. And wasting all of the play clock before finally snapping it are the Tigers. Again, it goes to Rogers, and Rogers stacked up. Looked like short of the first down marker at the 15-yard line.
Down by Dawson Jacobak.
Jacobak on the tackle. 7:18 on the clock here in the Class 2 District 1 semis. We talked about it, Caruthersville, not the same record as Jefferson. They're 8-2, while the Blue Jays 9-1, but the Tigers, both of their losses to 9-1 and 10-0 teams. Meanwhile, Jefferson's only loss to Valley Catholic. Caruthersville actually beat that team over the course of the regular season. Here comes a 3rd and 2. Again, play clock being exhausted by the Tigers. 6 minutes, 48 seconds left to go. Taking the snap, Russell. Russell will run it himself. Looks like he's got the first down. He does, past the 10-yard line. Finally brought down there. It will be 1st and goal for the Tigers.
By Andrew Graves. That is a Tiger first down.
Andrew Graves on the tackle, the senior, perhaps playing in his final game. Graves, one of the greatest players to ever come through these locker room doors here at Jefferson. And you don't expect that to change anytime soon. Don't find very many Andrew Graves. As here comes 1st and goal now for Caruthersville, up 22-7 already with the ball. 6:20 on the clock. They'll hand off to Rogers, and Rogers is going to lose a yard on the play. Go back to the 11-yard line. McWhorter on the tackle, another senior, the leader of As we mentioned earlier, both the offensive line and the linebacker core for this team very well spoken, as well, as we found out on Tuesday when the Jefferson Blue Jays joined us on the Roundtable show. 5:43 left in quarter number 4. Here's the snap. Russell taking it himself once again. Russell will go towards the left side, a little east and west action, but result the same, no gain on the play. So now it's 3rd and goal from the 10, and
3rd and goal.
Really, that might be exactly what Caruthersville was trying to do. Don't need to score right now. What's more imperative is that you chew up the clock and win the battle of field position. Right now, the Tigers doing both of those things. As they'll set up on the 10-yard line near the left hash. 3 receivers out wide right, 1 out to the left. A running back joining Russell in the backfield. Back to pass is Russell. He'll roll out right, complete a pass at about the 5-yard line, runs his receiver, and a late hit out of bounds. It's going to be called on Jefferson.
Pass complete to Dundee Hamilton, number 9.
And, of course, that was on 3rd and goal. Now, what's different about high school football is a personal foul is not necessarily an automatic first down. So, being that it's goal to go here, it's still going to be 4th down, but you will get half the distance to the goal. So, Caruthersville likely to go for it anyway on 4th down, just got gifted a few yards. And with 4:49 left on the clock.
Goal line, 4th down.
Blue Jays down by 2 scores, and another score here would almost certainly put this one to bed. It will be 4th and goal for Caruthersville. Ball set up at about the 4-yard line. Russell, the quarterback, goes 4 wide. Back with him. Russell's going to take it himself over towards the right side. Russell reaching for the end zone. Did he get in? Looks like he's a little bit short. Russell gets to the 1-yard line. And that's where the drive will stop for Caruthersville. Jefferson does get the offense of the Tigers off the field, but damage has really been done as far as the game clock. Only 4:42 left, and they're down 2 scores. And they're going to have to go 99 yards on this first drive just to set up a situation where they can go for another touchdown, which will require an onside kick, of course. But here we go. Here comes the offense for the Blue Jays here on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week. Winner to the district finals in Class 2 District 1. Here's a run from Ott, it looks like. Now, that wasn't Ott. Might have been Graves or Breeze. Either way, short gang on the play.
Colby Ott with the carry.
It was
Brought
Ott.
down by number 2, Rakid Maxwell and company. 2nd down.
And it's 2nd down. Well, for Jefferson, that motto of play the next play was really strained when they started fumbling the football late in quarter 1 and, of course, in quarter 2 as well. There's a fake handoff. Now the handoff does go up the middle. Short gang again for Jefferson as they stay inside the 5-yard line, pinned deep. The mistakes really started to stockpile for Jefferson as they began this game with an opening drive touchdown to go up 7-0. Had all the momentum, but ever since then, Caruthersville has remained poised and looks like they're going to escape this road matchup, the first playoff road game for a lot of the starting sophomores on this team, with a victory. Out wide is Mudd. Another receiver out wide left looks like Wagner on 3rd and 8 from the 3-yard line. Back to pass as Mooney stumbles, and he's going to be sacked for a safety. Football goes out of the end zone. 2 points will be added to the total for Caruthersville. And it is now 24-7. And we have officially reached a 3-score deficit for the Jefferson Blue Jays, who will now have to send this ball away to the Tigers. Really no reason not to just run out the clock. 3:09 left on that aforementioned clock after the safety forced by Caruthersville. Looks like the Tigers are going to move to 9-2, while Jefferson likely to end their season at 9-2. Head coach Jimmy Jackson has said for the Tigers it's been growing pains all season long, and really you can't tell by the record, and you certainly can't tell by those two teams that they lost to. No shame in losing to a Kennett at 9-1 and a Hayti at 10-0. So the combined record of the two teams that Caruthersville has lost to this year, 19-1. Certainly Jefferson, one of those tough teams.
Ben Breeze will kick off.
Like Caruthersville,
after the
those
safety.
growing pains have built them up to a situation where they can go into a hostile environment, win a road playoff game. At least that's what it's looking like right now. Here comes the kickoff from the Blue Jays. It's going to be caught near the 40-yard line, bobbled by Caruthersville. Now to the 45, making a man miss this time is number 8 on the play, Jermaine Alexander. He's going to go down the sideline, helmet-to-helmet hit near the 45, or excuse me, the 35.
Great Jermaine Alexander.
No flag is thrown.
Knocked out of bounds.
But a nice return that time for Caruthersville. And down a man now is Jefferson, as there is a hurt Blue Jay near midfield at about the 45. We'll take a quick break while that's attended to. Come right back here on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week.
Hi, neighbor. Hey, I noticed the new landscaping around your yard. Looks nice.
Hey, thanks. We're doing some home improvements, and we did it all with Potosi Lumber.
Really?
We replaced cabinets, added new carpets, put in storm doors, customized replacement windows, and more.
It's time for home improvements. See Potosi Lumber, Highway 21 in Potosi.
Back in now on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week. Down man for Jefferson was starting left guard Steve Stevens, who was hurt on the special teams play there. Sophomore, he'll exit the ball game as Caruthersville takes over on offense. Tigers have proven that only the best of teams can compete with them this season, as has Jefferson, which really set up a very compelling matchup. But it looks like Caruthersville, by a fairly wide margin, now 24-7, is going to get out of here with a Class 2 District 1 semifinals road victory. Russell, the quarterback, back in there now in the shotgun. They go 4 wide, fake the handoff. Now they do give it. And no, actually it was Russell keeping it on the play. We'll go all the way towards the 35 for a yard or two. Clock keeps running, and that's by design for the
Devin
Tigers.
Russell with the carry brought down by number 74.
How about Devin
Surratt.
Russell, the poise that he's shown. He's hit on a couple deep balls. He's missed on a couple deep balls, but the running, finding the holes and taking what the defense gives him is certainly hasn't been sophomore-like. He's looked very poised all day here today. Helps when you have a senior in Nick Moore, your running back, who missed some time in this game with an injury. Came back and helped stabilize things. Here's a handoff this time. It's going to go to number 11, Jamarion Rogers, near the sideline. He goes.
Number 11, Jamarion Rogers with the carry. Brought down
Clock
by
stops
30.
for now as he went out of bounds. And it's now 3rd down and short.
3rd and 4 for the Tigers.
Call it 3rd and medium. 3rd and 4 for the Tigers of Caruthersville. So we don't have a score update. We haven't had one really since the first quarter, in which it was 14-0 Charleston over St. Pius. But the Tigers of Caruthersville will move on to the finals next week to face the winner of that game. Russell the handoff this time to his back, breaking free, and it's Rogers on the play to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, tackled at about the 3-yard line.
Micah Rogers.
As all of a sudden, Micah Rogers has come out of nowhere to have quite a few nice carries here late in this game. 2 minutes to go. It's 1st and goal for Caruthersville. Well, we mentioned some of the seniors of Jefferson seeing their careers come to an end. Your quarterback and Tommy Moon. Your center and middle linebacker and McWhorter. Of course, the superstar running back Andrew Graves. Ben Breeze, the fullback. Plenty of guys to replace for Coach Rugley. Here's a handoff and into the end zone this time. It is Rogers, and Rogers has made a day for himself late in this game. A touchdown on 1st and goal. It is 30-7 Caruthersville. With only a minute 37 left. 30 unanswered points by the Tigers, who were punched in the mouth early in this ball game. The first quarter saw Jefferson take 5 minutes off the clock, score an immediate touchdown. And ever since then, the Tigers have taken control of this ball game. Actually will kick a PAT here. They haven't done that all day. Maybe practicing that for next week. It's Alexander on the kick, and it is no good, wide right.
No good. With 1:37 left, it's the Tigers 30.
We'll keep it here as we await the kickoff. A few more sponsors we'd like to thank for making this broadcast possible. Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills, Presbyterian Manor in Farmington, Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy in Deloge, Fredericktown, Irontown, Farmington, Whistler Mary Lee, Serenity Hospice Care, as well as Potosi Lumber, Bryant Restoration in Farmington and Poplar Bluff, Little Caesars Pizza, Herculaneum, and of course Mario's Italia, everyone's favorite Italian place in Farmington. Well, we'll be headed back to Farmington, at least me and my cameraman Corey after this one, to see what we're doing next week. It's going to be an interesting lineup. We don't exactly know who's won at this point. Obviously, this one is pretty much in the books, but we'll have you covered on regional radio yet again next week. Of course, on J98, KREI, and KJEF as well. As Caruthersville prepares to kick off with a minute 37 left in quarter number 4. One's going to tip off of the hands of Graves on the kick return. He's pushed all the way back to the goal line. Now he's going to try and run it towards the 10-yard line. He's wrestled down. And Caruthersville will pin Jefferson deep in their own territory.
Brought down by number 3, Danny Johnson.
Graves will remain in the ball game, it looks like, determined to finish out his senior season on his own terms. Obviously, it hasn't been the day that he wanted. But a great career for Andrew Graves, whose name is known all around the listening area. And when your team faces Andrew Graves, I think there's agreement between fans that there's a sudden burst of fear and, of course, excitement as well to see such a great player in action. His career about to come to an end. Timeout called, it looks like, by Jefferson. And we'll see if Graves comes out after this timeout. Perhaps that was the swan song there. We'll take a quick break and come right back on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week.
Investing in a degree or certificate from Mineral Area College can pay you dividends. It's why we've been serving the surrounding community since 1922. Studies consistently show people who get an education after high school still earn a lot more in their lifetime. Show yourself you care. Invest in your education. Check MAC out at mineralarea.edu or call us at 573-431-4593 because MAC is your next step.
It's time you try Little Caesars and Herculaneum's Extra Most Bestest Pepperoni Pizza for just $6.55. It's wall-to-wall with delicious pepperoni. Or how about their Ultimate Supreme for just $9.99? Also, check out their great tasting wings, crazy bread, cinnamon crazy bites, and so much more. And don't forget Little Caesars mouth-watering dipping sauces. That's Little Caesars just off 555 at the Herculaneum exit. And be sure and use the Little Caesars app so you can pick up your order when you walk in.
Jefferson back on the field here. It's going to be a handoff. Looks like Graves on the carry. Moon giving it to him. Graves staying in the game for a few more snaps in his career as Jefferson about to face defeat with just 1:10 left, trailing 30-7 to Caruthersville. Exiting the game here is Eisenbeis, a senior, perhaps for the final time. He's a wide receiver. Now down to 53 seconds left in the Jefferson Blue Jays season. Moon takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to his man, who's going to burst for a huge gain this time. It's number 34, Dylan Schnitzler, who gets all the way to the 40-yard line and is pushed out of bounds. First time we've called his time tonight.
That's enough for a Blue Jay.
As Schnitzler had not received a carry until just then. Coach Rugley was telling me that Schnitzler's actually been used a lot more of late. Didn't see a whole lot of him today, but he gets a nice carry there. Does the sophomore, who will be a huge part of the backfield going forward with no more Graves, no more Breeze. It'll be Colby Ott leading the charge, and we'll see who else fills in. 40 seconds left to go. One more handoff here. It's going to go to Colby Ott, the sophomore. Ott is wrestled down past the 40-yard line. Gets a couple of yards on the play, and that's it. And that might have been the final play of the game. 23 seconds left as Jefferson will fall here 30-7 to the Caruthersville Tigers. Jefferson, they entered 9-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to thank our senior football athletes
with a
for all they've
9-2
done for our
record
program
as Caruthersville moves on to the next round, the finals
thank you for everything.
of the
We couldn't
districts
be more proud
in
of you.
Class 2 D1.
Your
Caruthersville
final
is
score,
9-2
Caruthersville 30,
and led by head coach
Jefferson
Jimmy
7.
Jackson. They will face the winner of St. Pius in Charleston a week from today. For Coach Rugley and Jefferson, that is the end of the season and the end for so many great seniors that we've already kind of shouted out. And some seniors that mean a lot to Coach Rugley. It's his 4th year coaching this squad, so you know what that means. These are kind of his first seniors that were really his guys. And we talked to him about that a lot on Tuesday at the round table, and we'll talk to him again after the game, go down to the field, and of course tune in to J98 after all the football action is over for the Home Pools and Spas End Zone Show. You'll hear an interview from Coach Rugley there, along with interviews from all of the area coaches still in action here today and, of course, in the next week. That's going to do it for us, though. Final score, 30-7. Caruthersville defeats Jefferson by 23 points, 30 consecutive unanswered after an opening drive touchdown by Jefferson. The season ends for the Blue Jays. Caruthersville moves on to next week. That's been it for the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment Web TV Game of the Week.
Hi everyone, it's Debbie Hamby with Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Did you know that we have a new store opening in Deloge? You can find us very soon at 1131